8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
H A H A.
Hola, soy Dora. Can you say puedes hacerme un sandwich? That means can you make me a sandwich in Spanish?
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
One of the wildest species ever to stalk this planet was the human animal. Wild and cunning enough to discover the essence of animal attraction, a scent that turned fear into fascination. Now Cody has bottled this primal essence. Wild musk oil for her, Cody musk alone for him. One touch bears 1,000 quivers. Cody Wild Musk. Use it before you stalk.
What up? Are you ready for Friday, people?
So, well, I don't know what to do. Like, we don't have to. Ratings are. I'm already regretting that we're doing this.
Oh, I thought you were enjoying it. Okay, no, I'll take it off. It's your show.
Yeah, I'm already like regretting that. Yeah, that we were
very
doing
happy
it.
Watching yourself.
No.
It's like a monkey in a mirror.
Oh, look who's laughing now! Finally, I never heard you laugh before. He was impressed. He was informed. Jesus Christ! Oh,
that's the line of the day, Bobby Fran.
I don't need this shit, man. My special comes out tomorrow.
This is your show.
What the fuck?
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Oh shit. What's up, everybody? Come on. It's Friday. Get in here. Come on, y'all. What's good in the Stream Show hood? It is BF Live. High noon right here on the East Coast of the United States. What? Say it again for me. We're
doing it.
We are, in fact, doing it. What are we doing? We are hanging out for the next 3 hours right here on BF Live because this is the most fun anybody has in the midday right here. I had to break away from the Levyverse. Okay, with the work whistle, we get it at lunchtime. Here on the East Coast of the United States, it's high noon where I'm at. We had a great time. I had to jump out of the Levyverse show, y'all. 3 minutes before the show, I'm like, oh shit, I got a show to do. So thanks, Bob, for the shout out, love. Let's keep the party and the energy going that Bob already started, guys. It's Friday. What did I say? Yes, you heard me. It's right. Oh, I meant that's wrong. It's
making the weekends longer than the weeks.
We are.
And we'll do it again because
why? It's
Friday.
Oh shit, you heard the man. It's Friday. So we're going to do what we do. What are you doing for the next 3 hours? I know what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 hours. I'm going to be hanging out with the chat family here. We're going to do the BF Live opening. We got it, the opening other news we kind of do. We're going to do the Soulful Horoscope Readings today. And maybe I'll have like a weed horoscope. If you want a special strain to kind of get you through the month of October. I even got like a weed horoscope. What else I got here? I got a whole sheet full of stuff written down that we're just going to get into in whatever fun order we get to. We're going to do Cyke Labs. We're going to do Bob Levy's miserable news history moment where we take you back to the year 2007 on Sirius Satellite Radio, and Bob's going to attempt to read the news. You can't miss that. I tag that on the end of the other news I do. But none of that starts without bringing my bros in from backstage and checking into the chat family. So let's do that now. I'll bring them in the order they came in. Scott was first, so I'll bring him in. Let's say hello to the bro you know, my friend and yours. Let's see what he's up to today. The Prop Master.
It's Friday.
It is Friday, buddy. How you doing?
We are making the weekends longer than the weeks. And we'll do it again because it's Friday.
Yes, buddy. Hoya, how you doing today, man?
Well, you know, I'll be walking.
You be walking. That is your slogan, man. Everybody has their own thing, and yours is quite original, Scott. You be walking. Haven't seen many of your videos come up on my feed in the last few days, though, like they have been.
I took a day off and then put a few not walking videos up. Randomness, some videos off out of my passions to see how they do.
Okay.
Randomness. Yeah. So I got away from the walking, but walking is back today.
All right, walking's back. Well, the weather's still good. The weather's gotten better where I'm at, Scott. It was like rainy for like about 10, 12 days. It felt like here where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States, but it's getting better now. How about you? How's the weather been your way?
You know, it's not really been too bad. It's either too cold or too hot. If you wear a coat, it's too hot. If you don't wear a coat, you're too cold.
Yeah, it is that kind of time of the year where it doesn't know, you don't know whether to wear the long pants or the short pants or what. Well, shout out to everybody out there. And I know many people are kind of reeling in the Carolinas, going through it from Helene and everything. So our thoughts and prayers and hopefully money and help comes to those people real soon. So good to see you here, Scott. Did you get down with anything last night on No Filter? Anything happened that you can remember off the top of your head?
Well, I overslept and I missed the first 2 hours.
Oh yeah, okay. Look, I did check in with you guys last night, and I was going to. Yeah, I think I thought I had some thoughts about all this because I saw you saying that. Hey, I just woke up and you didn't know what day it was.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was 7. I thought it was 8 o'clock in the morning. I was foggy headed.
Yeah, and I totally related to what you said, Scott, because I think we've all done it before, at least one time in our life, where you kind of go to sleep in the middle of the day and then you nap a lot longer than you intended. Before you know, you wake up, it's like 10 o'clock at night and you like lost the whole day. You don't know if it's the middle of the night. You kind of lose track of where you're actually at, right?
Yep. My sleep's all over the place now. I don't really have a sleeping schedule. It just happens when it happens.
It happens when it happens. When your body tells you that you've had enough podcasting and walking, you shut it down. Okay. Well, here's another guy. He don't get enough podcasting, I don't think. Well, he does sometimes. And he has to shut it down every now and then. But I'm glad he's here today. Let's see what he's up to. My friend and yours, Sir Bobby Nick of Canada.
Mr. Bobby, Mr. Scott, how you guys doing today?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
I made it today. Holy shit, guys.
Yeah, you made it. We're all here for a Friday.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blow your load Friday, man. I got a whole sheet full of stuff here. We're going to be here for the next 3 hours or so. So we're going to throw it all out there. It's a blow your load Friday right here on BF Live. We're going to do the other news. We're going to attach on the miserable news history moment. Cyke Labs, Soulful Horoscope Readings. Hey, Scott, if you want like a weed horoscope, I found a new weed horoscope. He's like, yes. He's like, yes. Yeah, buddy, I found a new weed horoscope that'll tell you what strain might help you get through October. So we're mixing it up in all kind of fun ways here on BF Live. We might even have a couple reports from our bikini correspondents about some serious news topics. We're going to get into all of that fun stuff. 3 hours of live original content. But you know how it starts, guys. It starts with me putting my glasses on. I go to my element. Everybody's in the chat family. They're going to let me know what they're doing. Are you at work eating a ham sandwich? You going to try to have a 3-day weekend? You're going to try to get out early? Are you retired and don't give a shit no more? Let me know what you're up to as I run my element and we do the BF Live opening chat family check-in. Let's go. Friday, Stream Show 162.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, yeah, and we're doing it, guys. We already got 30 cool-ass people in here. They're going to hang out with us for the next couple, 3 hours. And if you got to go back to work, put me in your ear, and we'll keep you company. We'll keep you posted on all the fun stuff. I'll let you know, as always, that at the top of my chat is the PayPal pinned preset options. A lot of P's there for those of you who want to take advantage of that. Thank you in advance. Space Chief 75. He says, become a member, new member. Well, not only that, then he puts up his members only chat. I'm by definition a literal starving artist, but I'm damn well going to support my friend BF, who has been incredibly supportive to me. Hoya. Thank you. Thank you, Space Chief 75. Let's get it going. Let's get the first Hoya of the day out of the way. Let's go. Hoya, everybody. Come on.
Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya.
Thank you, Space Chief 75, for that 3-month chat. And while we're doing stuff here, let's do that. Let's premiere my guy. You know, Halloween's coming up and everything. So if you need a special thing commissioned or something, special invitation for Halloween or something like that, you know who to go to. Space Chief 75. Check him out under that on Twitter and X. He'll do invitations for you, posters, maybe some tattoo art if you want to get a tat. Space Chief 75. We needed this today, Scott. It's Friday, right?
Yeah.
We like this song.
Let your hair down.
Oh, too late.
I have no hair to let down.
Ditto. I got something, look. Space Chief 75 on Twitter and X. Let's see. Yeah, I got this guy. Yeah. Don't tell Scott he's too old to headbang. Boom. heart so bold it mesmerizes. Space Chief 75 on Twitter and X. We let him unfurl right here on BF Live. Let's shout out to my boy right there. Live Ween says we're going to be doing her. We are going to be doing her. We are doing it, Live. How you doing, my musical friend? Flex316 checks in from down under and says, "Good day again. Hope you see that clip, BF Live, Bobby." I looked around, Flex. I'm not exactly sure what clip you're referring to, my friend. I checked our personal messages. Haven't seen a clip yet, buddy, but good day to you from down under. Whoop whoop, says Juggalette Jen, Flexi and Ween and Jen from Cyke Labs. What up, Cyke Clyde from Juggalette Jen? Ding dong, Mrs. Cyke checks in and says, "Hoya, everyone." Thanks for that great headbanging there, Scott. I got a couple isolated shots of you doing that. What's up, Bobby? What's up? All right. Welcome in, Ding Dong, Mrs. Cyke from Juggalette Jen. Scott Fitzpatrick says, Space, Chief, Ween, Flex, Cyke, Jen, and Ding Dong. Shut up, Jen's checking in saying, gang, gang, skeet, skeet, Scott Fitzpatrick. Matt checks in and says, bones up, BF, and the Midday Freaks. How you doing, Matt? Whoop, whoop. Right back to you from Scott. Scott says, Brother Matt, still have the best damn mod in the game. And Matt famously mods for Scott Fitzpatrick's personal YouTube page. Matt says, Prop Master, Sector 7, welcome home to the sanitarium. Leave
right on,
me be. Shut up, Jen, saying, what up, Matt? Matt is saying hi to Jen. Good on, my friends, from Blummel's defense lawyer, checking in for the midday hang. We got plenty of fun playing today. Hoya Jen from Ding Dong, Mrs. Cyke. Hoya everyone from Dang Lizard checking in from across the pond. All of our friends are checking in for the best midday hang right here on BF Live. Cyke Clyde and Blummel's and Matt 666. Hoya Scott from Ding Dong, Mrs. Cyke. Scotty, we haven't hit one of those yet, so let's do that. Oh, come on. Scott! There you go. Matt is saying 666 to Cyke. Oh, and we have Perry coming on today. We have Friday Night Perry, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. I'll be in the chat with you guys. Dang Lizard getting the love from Cyke Clyde. Scott is getting the shout-out love from Space Chief 75.
Man, that song's an earworm, man.
I know, you and I love it, and it's been a couple days since we played it, so I figured it's a Friday. We got to get hype, and what better way to get hype than to get hype with our friend's music right there, Space Chief 75. That is a Terry Nee joint made for our friend, Space Chief 75. Hey, Space Chief from Cyke Clyde. Love the baby Jesus, says Terry Nee. Terry Nee's been out on Twitter X, like sharing and making all kind of screen swaps and pictures of the show today. How you doing, Terry Nee? Are you doing good out there today? You going golfing today? I hope you get out there and enjoy the weather, Terry Nee. Not Only Fans Jen says, turn on gifted membership to everyone. Ooh, maybe she's giving out some. Dang Lizard says, Jesus is a friend of mine. Calls for the Clash mashup. How about that? And hit the like, says Clyde Cyke. Happy birthday to Terry Nee. Every day. I miss Syphil and Ollie. Thank you, Blummel's defense lawyer, man. Scott and I found that clip a couple weeks ago, Scott, and we were kind of talking about how we kind of forgot that totally altogether, didn't we?
Well,
at least I did.
I forgot what you're talking about now. So,
we're talking about the sock puppets in the beginning. That My United States of Whatever song.
Right? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was good shit from back in the day. Good fun. Yep. Right? See, you said whatever. We was all with the whatevers right there. That's a lot of fun, man. Good song from back in the day. Dang says Siffy and Ollie haven't seen that in forever. Whatever. There you go. That's what it's up. Oh my God. Whatever, says Blummel's defense lawyer. Whoa, he's at it again, guys. I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but I hope I never stop. Daniel August hits me with a $50 tip.
Woo, yeah, right on.
Holy moly, Daniel August. Thank you, my buddy, for continuing this journey and this dream with me and for me, buddy. Thank you very much. Dang Lizard from Scott Fitzpatrick, Dang Lizard, Blummel's, Terry Nee, the birthday boy, and the rest of the chat. Come on. We're going to get into some fun today, man. I got clips. I got all kinds of fun stuff I can share with you today. Hey, Mrs. Honeybee's checking in, guys. Look at that. Buzz. She says, happy Friday. Jen says, not only Jen, she says, whatever. Buzz, Mrs. Honeybee from Scott Fitzpatrick. Terry Nee says, walking. Is he doxing you? He's walking. Spawn checks in and says, good afternoon, everyone. Sending massive positivity on this corner pellet turd Friday. Hoya, come on. Come on, Spawn. Bring that energy. You give it, we'll give it.
Get a hoya? Get a hoya? Get a hoya?
Mrs. Honeybee, that she also says,
Oh.
Daniel August, I do feel that, buddy. I feel the generosity out of you, and I feel the ability to keep going on because of you. Thank you, Daniel August, for the $50 tip, buddy, and for helping me continue what I'm loving doing. Not only fans Jen says, oh my God, LOL, monotone disturbed. Thanks, thanks from Terry Neem. 17 says, you number one, just a guess. Flex says 7. Hola, chat from Daniel August. Thank you, buddy. Daniel August, I feel nothingness, LOL. We are, in fact, doing it, DA. We're doing it. We're having a Friday. We're doing it. We're having it. We're being it. Same here, Jen. It's Saturday here, Flex 316 reminds us, because he's down under, so they're like a full day ahead. So we're being watched worldwide right now, even in different time zones. It's other days. It's other times, and we're having fun doing it. Spawn says, meant to say corn pellet turd Friday. I hate fucking up messages. You can always blame autocorrect. We're doing it, and we're having it, says Matt. He knows what's up.
Doing it.
All right. Bob Levy, thanks for checking in, buddy. Thank you for all the promotional love and shouting me out and telling everybody to join me here on BF Live. I'm pretty sure that's why I already have 26 people in. We had a lot of fun. Scott, did you see any of the show this morning? Bob Levy?
No, not this morning. I did. I'll be watching it after this show. I'll watch the replay.
Okay.
I watched a little bit. I watched a little bit of the end of it. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard Levy shouting you out, so that's pretty awesome.
Well, I always appreciate that, buddy. So Bob's a great way to start the morning, bringing his energy and all that stuff. And he's nice enough to tell everybody, hey, come over to BF Live and let's keep the party going. Hey, Bob from Space Chief 75. The Stream Elements bots are running all of our friends' stuff today. Matter of fact, one of them that's running should be Bob Levy's new link for his threads shop.
Yeah, I see it.
His Durkee threads. All right, when I get to it, I'll put it up. Because there's Bobby Nick's in the lounge. Bobby Nick will probably be in the lounge this afternoon. I think I heard you say yesterday, buddy.
Actually, I think I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
We'll for today, but
okay. All right, then maybe tomorrow you'll be in the lounge. Yeah. There's Scott Fitzpatrick if you want to see his walking videos.
Walking.
Weed should be 100% indica across the map. Sativas don't seem to do the job. I want 2 rips to be like an uppercut from Mike Tyson. I like that. I agree with that, Spawn. I'm more of an indica guy too, but there are some good hybrids out there. I've kind of noticed, Scott. You bunch with the hybrids, indica and sativa mixes.
Yeah. I was on a hybrid kick for a while, but I tried to change mine up a little bit, but I kind of got away from the sativa because it seemed like it wasn't quite working the same as.
I feel the same way. We're all like indica guys. We're all leaning towards indica, and for what I have that same notion with Scott. When I think sativa, I'm thinking it's not the high that I really want or whatever.
Yep.
There you go. But there can be some good mixes. Well, I'll tell you what, Spawn, if you're around for the BF Live Soulful Horoscope Readings, I will also have your October weed horoscope. So you tell me your sign, and I will tell you what strain is recommended exactly for you. We'll do that with the BF Live Soulful Horoscope Readings. Good day, Bob from Flex 316. Flex 316 says, tell me that guy don't look like you, BF. I don't know what guy you're talking about. Do you know what guy he's talking about, guys?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I'm seeing what you're seeing when you type this, Flex 316. Prop Master says that armadillo video was gold. Got an armadillo video, buddy?
Yeah, that was one of the videos that wasn't the walking that I was telling you about. In Southern Illinois, it's rare to see an armadillo. And and so there was.
They're not exactly indigenous, right?
Right. So there's one I seen on the road that got ran over, so I had to bring it home to show the kids.
Yeah, I've always grew up thinking that armadillos were kind of more like a
like a
desert kind of animal, right?
Yeah. I guess because we got bears coming through here now, but so the climate change, I guess, whatever. I don't know.
Well, climate change and people get animals and kind of release them. We're going to kind of do a story about that, a similar story about a animal found in an odd place in the BF Live Other News when we get to that. I'm going to let you know that the Stream Elements bot is running it right there. Durkee Threads. That's Bob Levy's merch right there. You can go there and you can find the whole store, not only the Fug Sauce t-shirt with Bob and Gino on it, but all kind of other, you can get mugs and lots of other Levyverse stuff right there. I put that in the chat for my bro, Bob Levy right there. Not a new fans. Jen says, Spawn, it depends on the person. Bobby Nick is a Canadian hero.
Thank you very much.
Believe it or not, he's walking on maple syrup air up there. Bobby Nick, you're getting the smokes up, and Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah, smoke them if you got them, Matt.
It's a smoke them if you. There you go.
Whip them out and light them up.
Whoa, Articulate John checks in and says, Bobby Nick is on my Canadian Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know who else is on there. Let's see. Cyke Clyde, he's having fun with the Blocky Fran emoji, saying, wearing my Blocky Fran shirt in Pennsylvania, representing. Clyde and Cyke and Mrs. Cyke have been all over the place. They've been driving all across the country and checking in from all kinds of different states and still dropping awesome Cyke Labs content today. And part of Cyke Labs content today, Bob, I don't know how much of this you're going to see, but it's kind of going to feature like a little Mike Morse concert because we're starting to get a nice little pile of Mike Morse parody songs from back in the day from Cyke Labs. So I think we'll kind of have a little musical feature as part of Cyke Labs today. Not only fans. Awesome. Yes. Not only fans, Jen says 3 original gangsters in one panel.
Oh, geez.
Oh, gee. Spawn checks in randomly and says, I had mac and cheese. It was pretty decent. Ding Dawn checks in and uses her 3-month membership to let me know, BF, thank you for making our weekdays so much more enjoyable. We love you, Mr. and Mrs. Clyde. Well, oh my goodness. Thank you. You guys are a big part of this family, and a big part of this. Any success this show might be having is contributed by you. Thank you very much. There's Ding Dong. Oh, became a sponsor. It always tells you right after that. Granny checks in and says, Bobby Fran, you need some raw honey on that desk, son. I think so. My voice or whatever, a little verklempt. How you doing, buddy? Thing Lizard checks in and says, oh, thank you for the $2 super chat there, the €2 super chat. Bobby Nick didn't oversleep 4 packs of cigarettes. Oh, that's what it was?
No, I didn't know.
Hey, Bob, you weren't here the other day when I showed this video, but it was part of my internet shite. But I want to show you this since we're kind of on the smoking tip. I don't think this is you, buddy, but I kind of wanted your opinion on this. Check this out. Check this video out, buddy. Send it right here. There's Scott. I think Scott was here. This is somebody's Bob. 2 years of smoking. And they stayed in this room. And I guess they didn't go out. They just smoked for 2 years. Check out this cleanup. Check out the mess. Let me see.
Years of a solitary smoker's life.
2 years.
You have to admit, despite the chaos, in these 2 years, the person living in this single apartment hasn't been bothered by mosquitoes or rats.
Look at this level of smoking, Bob. Oh.
Finally, all cigarette butts and boxes have been cleared out. The entire apartment, from the ceiling to the floor, has turned a smoky yellow from cigarettes. It needs a thorough cleaning from top to bottom. The entire cleaning process took 3 hours, finally restoring the apartment to its original.
I can't believe it only took 3 hours.
This is the...
Boom, there you go.
Me. I guess that person didn't believe in ashtrays or garbage cans.
Bro, I know that they were literally all over the place, man. Thank you, Dang, for the $2 and for the mention for Bobby Smoking. You're welcome, Space Chief 75. Go check out Space Chief 75 on Twitter X and commission him if you need something. We got to keep him busy doing commissions for like invitations for Halloween parties that are coming up, or a cool Halloween shirt, or anything you need like that.
Hold on a second. How did that shit not light on fire? Like, was that guy just like lighting his smoke, finishing it, and then fucking throwing it on the floor?
How did he make
that shit not
right?
light on fire?
There's many questions. How do you exist on that level, Bobby Nick, for 2 years with that kind of mess in there, buddy? Crazy. And that's kind of exactly what I look as he lights up. What the fuck is with these guys with this fucking smoking? Yeah, so I wanted your opinion on that since you're kind of our most prolific smoking expert here. After the news, maybe we can send Cyke Elements or Stream Labs the link. Maybe.
Do you remember that time? You remember that time when I was doing this show? And I emptied my fucking ashtray into a fucking paper bag, and the fucker lit on fire on me, and I had to fucking pour water on it. Like, it happens, man.
It happens.
So I don't get that at all.
Space Chief is the sheet. Yeah, I mean it's luck, Bob. I don't know how he did not burn that place down or anything. Thanks Terry Nee for the ad and all of his art. says, Spawn says, there aren't an abundance of things that makes me laugh more than BF at the news desk. You love it. All right. Well, we're going to get to that. Cyke and Spacey75 are sharing compliments to each other. Daniel August is most generous, having fun, going whoop, whoop. He's ready. My sister Kathy checks in with, she gets the kiss, and she gets the Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Hoya Kathy from Cyke Clyde. Good day, all playing, live, listening. All right. You're playing and listening. Spawn says, have you ever seen Irreversible 2002 from 2002? It's a little rough on the eyes and stomach, which means it should be seen during one's lifespan, says Spawn. Hoya Kathy from Ding Dong. Hey, Cyke from Kathy. Dang Lizard checks in and says, Juggalo Jen, how do you feel about more Juggalos joining the Dabbleverse with that show kind of joining us in the raid? You seen any of that, Scott, during the raids?
Yeah, I did watch it, yeah.
There's starting to be like a little bit of a Juggalo influence. What did you think about that?
They didn't look like they was full-blooded Juggalos, though. They look like this.
They look like people that talked about Juggalos, right?
Right.
Like Jen, she's the real deal. Our girl Jen in the chat, I believe she's a real Juggalo from everything we know and heard about her, right?
Yeah. Well, she hasn't been to a gathering yet, and I question.
Ooh, yeah. I did not know that. I
Her validity. I don't know.
She might be fake jugging.
Yeah,
fake jugging. I'm sure she's definitely going to comment on that in the chat.
Yeah, we've had the Juggalo police, come and investigate her.
Did you? I didn't know that, Bobby Nick. What was the verdict of the Juggalo police?
Yeah, I don't think they caught her yet, but
damn,
they're on her trail. They're on her trail.
What? Spawn. Spawn checks in right at high noon with all the wackiest shit. Has anyone ever attempted to bottle or can a fresh snail trail? Try living in my head for a few hours. Well, we get a little taste of it here every day on BF Live, Spawn, and I think you fit in real good. Kai and Mrs. Honey from Terry Nee. Five Finger Death Punch Jen says, what up to Terry Nee? Ding Dong says, hey to Rev God. Johnny A says, smash the like. Terry's getting the love right back from Honeybee. Gasp, Levy versus here. Spawn says, in last night's win, quarterback Kirk Cousins passed Vinny Testaverde's 275 yards for 18th place all-time on the career passing touchdown list and now has 278. Our boy Spawn lets us know on the unnecessary sports facts. All right, let's see. And I'm a Libra. You're a little early for that. If I'm back to work when you read it, I will be 100%. Check the rest of your program out after work, brothers. Well, come on, man. Dangler says, back to working over 60 hours a week again next week. So I'm really enjoying this Friday. Well, let's make it a good one, Dang Lizard. We're going to party our asses off, buddy. Let's see. Terry Nee checks in with the most generous $2 super chat. And he says, I texted a photo of my lunch. Let me see if I can get it. Let's see here. Let me see. I can go. Here we go, Terry Nee. Hang on a second. Hi, folks. Hi, folks. Oh, shit. Real funny. Terry Nee, hi. Your view is important to us. Terry Nee sent me a picture. I'm trying to send it to my computer during a live show. I will do that. I hit tower, and then it instantly shared, and now I can't find it. And I will share you the picture. There we go. Hi, this is Tech Time with BF. Let's show you what Terry Nee is currently eating right now. If I can find it. Your view is important to us.
I bet it's avocados. I bet it's avocado.
Oh. Well, let's see. Why won't it? Okay, I got to share it another way. Share a window. Here we go. Scott, you were correct.
I knew it.
That's right. Our friend Terry Nee is enjoying avocados today. Oh my goodness.
Son of a bitch.
Gross.
As the guacamole flies.
Look at that mushy bullshit.
Like durian fruit.
Cold and gray Alberta morning, the mailman just brought Bobby something avocado. And Bobby Nick cries. Oh, avocados all the time. It's BF Live. Let's see. Spawn says, Dang Lizard, thanks. That's identical to my work schedule. I often get a half a day off on Sundays. Sounds about as fun as 4 root canals. There you go. Asian toilet, says Terry Nee. Asian toilet. See, I'm not sure what that reference is, but I got a regular one. Cyke is laughing. Cyke is laughing again. Dang Lizard says, Spawn, I get you. Typically try to get my Saturday half off to be at least able to enjoy Friday evenings. Live Ween checks in. What's up, buddy? And says, Spawn, look into mimosa extract and get back to me. It should rip your face off, pal. Holy shit. We got the 5-finger death punch getting the love from Terry Nee. No wonder you're so grounded, LOL. Live Ween says, today is National Dang Lizard Day, the rest of the mofo day. Dang says, but you also can't shop here on Sunday, so getting weekend time helps you not go as crazy. Looked a lot like, let's see. Electric Head Gino checks in and says, half jugs? Oh, yeah, the half jugs. What's the hating on Electric Head? Scott, you calling them half juggalos, them half jugs that never been to a thing before?
Yeah, they didn't look juggy enough for me. They didn't have the tattoos and the hatchet mans. I didn't see enough of that whenever I was watching. Maybe.
All right. Well, I don't know if Stacy's a juggalette, but she checks in and goes, woo, woo.
She's my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
That's especially for the lovely Stacey Allen. Good afternoon. Live Ween, LOL from Dang Lizard. Live Ween says, Terry Nee, you texted a picture of your grinder match? No. 5-finger Jen says, Dang Lizard, I think it's trending because juggalo culture is shock value. Fake jugging, says Mac. Fake jugging. Ween is getting the rainbow love from Terry Nee. Might be 5-finger Jen. It also seems to be more normal nowadays. Even Shuley and Beat have been to a gathering. Wow, they're more authentic juggalos than Jen is what they're saying. I think that's what I'm hearing. Let's see.
I ain't no fucking pussy. Talking all that shit. Saying things about me. Oh, I got dirty pop. I got dirty popping on me. I got dirty pampers on me. I shit on myself. He told every story. I had dirty pampers on me. Somebody dropped down zone. Me?
All right. Pause already. Get my shit to pause. There you go. Violent Beef and Shuley Too Dope. Juggalette Police says, I got a tip that you got a fake jugger in your chat. Oh, and here they show up just like that.
Oh.
5-finger Jen Punch says, BF Live Bobby, I'm going to the gathering of the Juggalos next year. Oh, Scott, what do you think, Bud?
Whoop, whoop. Hey, they have one near me. Maybe she'll go to that. And maybe I'll go to one.
It's 1,000 miles one way, so getting there has been challenging, says Juggalo Jen. Clyde Cyke says, we will see if you're a real Juggalo after that, Jen. Terry says, Florida avocado, bought hard, put in paper bag for 4 days. Perfect. Who wants to go through all that shit? Juggalette Police, show me your ink, bitch. Uh-oh. LOL, Terry. Stacy Nee whoop whoop from Jen. Spawn says, Live Ween, what was that strain again? I can't find the message in the chat. Stacy says, I once owned an ICP CD. I think I still have it. I have to show them my butthole to pass.
That ICP music's catching on after 40 years.
I think they got to do more than just look at your butthole to get in.
They're gonna do definitely more than that.
Yeah.
Let's see. My kids love ICP, Stacy says, ding dong, Mrs. Cyke. Dang Lizard checks in and says, Beat should team up with Superhuman. That would be the greatest. And Cyke says, my first concert was Cottonmouth Kings, ICP, Tech 9, and Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'll see you at the crossroads, and you won't be lonely. Dang says, like Beat reacting to Superhuman, not Beat doing the stunts. Whoa, Terry Nee checks in and says, I texted another photo, and he gave me a most generous $2 super chat. Terry Nee's going to make me work and try to shift things from my phone to my screen so I can show them to you during a live show. But I accept the challenge accepted. Did you say? I don't see it. I only see one, buddy. You sent me the one yesterday. I showed you the avocado. Let's see. I don't know where you sent it unless it's Discord. Let me check Discord. Let me see. Hang on, folks. Hi, folks. Your view is important to me, but I'm checking private messages right now to see what the fuck Terry Nee is talking about. Where did you send that picture, Terry Nee? I don't see it yet. And now back to the show. Live Ween says, at Spawn, mimosas, also Durban poison. Five Finger Jeff One says, Cyke, they want to scan my butthole. Got it. Thank you very much. Says Spawn. Think I saw ICP with Be Real and Cypress Hill. Well, you're insane in the membrane, Johnny A. And with that, that is the end of the opening chat family check-in.
Very good, very good.
Let's get on to the news and other stuff with this great programming day. Come
Talk
on.
amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. Talk amongst yourself. Talk with me. We're only 44 minutes into hour number 1 of 3 hours of BF live content here that we're going to have fun with you here today. So let's keep it 100. I want to remind you once again that the Durkee Threads Leave You Verse merch link is running constantly throughout the show chat today. Insane in the magnet. Insane in the brain. I want DMs with BF Live. LOL. Get all out my DMs, everybody. All right, so here we go. Everybody's ready for it. I heard people say they want to see it already, Scott and Bobby Nick. You know I got that fancy news desk over there. People seem to like when I go over there. So I got some stories for you. I'll run over to the news desk. I'll run my element, and we're getting ready to do the BF Live other news or the BF Live not so serious news. Let's get into some of that today. Oh, hey, everybody. I'm over here now. It's time for the BF Live other news or the BF Live not so serious news. So let's review a couple of these stories I have for you, and we'll talk at length about them. So, Scott, you were talking about how you have an armadillo in your area, and they're not necessarily indigenous to that area, correct?
Correct.
I have a story about a non-indigenous kind of, well, fish, if you will. This one says an angler reels in a rare toothy fish from a Maryland creek. So this is kind of a local story for me. Not really. It's Maryland, same state. But look at this fish, Scott.
I think Scott's working on a non-indigenous fart.
Did you hear that? Did you? Yeah, you caught one, didn't you?
I was reading the story when I didn't hear your fart. I didn't see a cock on the leg. All right, I see it, Terry Nee. Oh, okay, buddy. I'm definitely going to get that picture up. Let me send it to my computer now. We'll do that real quick.
Brian Clotter just messaged me that Jake has blocked or told him to fuck off.
Oh, he got the F-bomb from Jake. Yeah. Well, welcome to the club, Brian Clotter. That just means you're part of the family now. That's all that means.
Nope.
That's all that means, buddy, is you're accepted now by Jake. Let me do I'm sharing. Stop screen. Let me share another screen with you. Let me show you what Terry Nee sent real quick. Well, in the Piranha family, Scott, we'll get into talking about that, but look what Terry Nee's up to today. He's enjoying some avocado and BF Live.
Oh, there you go.
Avocado. Oh, Terry, always with the avocado, guys. You can't quite get away from it.
You know what, babe? I'm back. Really, really bad. You know what, babe? I'm back. Come on. You know.
Bobby Nick's bad with them avocados. Yeah, Scott, but you're kind of you kind of have the right idea, buddy, because it says a man fishing in Maryland's Conococheague Creek reeled in a red-bellied pacu, a South American fish famous for its mouthful of human-like teeth. It says an angler casting his line in a Maryland creek reeled in something highly unusual for the state, a fish with a full set of human-like teeth. Jeremy Cooper said he initially thought he had caught a sunfish in the Conococheague Creek. Say that 10 times. Conococheague Creek in Kemp Mills. But he soon
Cheek Creek.
Yeah, Conococheague Creek. That's a mouthful, Bobby. Yeah. But he soon noticed that the fish had a mouthful of human-like teeth. Holy shit. So you're kind of in the right idea, Scott.
It'd be funny to catch a bucktooth one.
a bucktooth fish, yeah. It said Cooper sent the photo of the fish to the Maryland Department of National Resources, which identified it as a red-bellied pacu, a South American fish related to the piranha, Scott. So you were right, buddy. It's paraded. It says pacu fish aren't native to Maryland waters, but have been spotted in the state's waterways 7 times since 1995, most recently in the Gunpowder River in 2006. The Department of Natural Resources said pacu are frequently kept in private aquariums, which is likely the origin of the catch, Scott. So it looks like somebody probably had this at its fish. It kind of got big and out of hand, or maybe they didn't have a tank for it no more.
Santa Cruz versus Ford Maverick.
And they
look what Santa Cruz.
Background. And they just kind of let it out in the wild, buddy.
Yeah.
So watch it when you're fishing for them teeth, them human-like teeth fish. Let's see what everybody's saying here.
Catch one with meth mouth in Kentucky.
I got you, Tyranny. Thank you, buddy. I shared it that time. Discord will save me a couple steps if you have the opportunity to share things in Discord. After the gathering, we will talk about you getting DMs with Blocky Fran. Right. Only after. You said that twice. All the links are running. Spawn also. That's Jasmine Ty. Red Belly Paku Cyke guessed it. There you go. Judges Cyke was correct, right? Yes, he was. There's Durkee Threads. Cyke has the question mark. Can you eat them? I don't know that. Cyke did call the fish. I used to have 2 of them. They are awesome, says Cyke Clyde. Magic Ninja Entertainment says, show me your buttholes. What's up, Scott?
No, when he said he had 2 of them. How much did they cost, Cyke? Or who was it said that? Spawn?
Yeah, Cyke Clyde says they are vegetarian piranhas. That's very interesting. So, maybe Cyke, he sounds like he's owned 2 of them, so Cyke knows a lot of facts about these. But yeah, you see this a lot more and more, Scott, where people get animals that they can no longer handle or something, and they just dump them in a pond or dump them in a creek or something like that, right?
Yeah. Some fish, I guess any animal, but fish, even though you just dump a few in, they breed like crazy. We got I can't remember what the name of it is, but we got an invasive fish here that's taking over our lake and waterways.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, they were talking about those ones that kind of walked across the land or whatever. Yeah. Snakehead fish. So, yeah, there can be invasive species if people don't handle it right. All right, this story is kind of it's a neat kind of story. This is about a ship from World War II, Scott and Bobby Nick. This ship, it was a wreck of a World War II ghost ship on the Pacific, discovered off the California. It's in exceptional condition. And that's what's so special about this. Apparently, Scott, this ship was lost during World War II. The Japanese actually seized it, and they used to use it for convoys and stuff like that to escort their ships. And after World War II, we got the ship back to our possession. But then the Navy ultimately sunk it. They barraged it for 2 hours, and they sunk it. And then look, they found it again. Look at these pictures. Here's a couple foggy pictures. But watch when I show you this one clear picture. It's like almost perfectly intact on the bottom of the seafloor. Let me show you. This one. Look at this one, guys.
Holy shit! Eh?
Look how clearly you can see that. Looks like you're playing Battleship, right?
Yeah.
There you go. So it's clearly found. So yeah, interesting story about this whole ship, how it was captured by the Japanese. Ultimately, we got it back from them, only just to sink it and be forgotten, but then rediscovered on the ocean floor. It was sunk in 1946, so they just found it, again, after kind of losing track of it. But I thought that picture was very fascinating, guys, because it's so clearly seen and so well intact, right?
Yeah.
And look at the shadowing, kind of interesting to me. Like I guess they cast the light. But look at that. You see the shadow of the towers and everything. So really intact. I thought that was kind of an interesting.
It's like it's almost glowing on the bottom there. Holy shit.
Yeah, weird, but I guess with the lights they shined on it or whatever. Cyke says that those fish are $3 or so. They start out so small and they aren't expensive. I bought them smaller than goldfish, but they were the size of my hand within a year. And I think that's what happened, Cyke, is that people buy them and they go, oh shit, I thought it was only going to stay this big. I didn't know it was going to get as big as my fucking hand. And so they just dump them in rivers and streams and stuff. So, all right. Well, guys, I like to do a show right here. Everybody can feel that there's like a big radio influence in the show I do, right?
Right.
Yeah. Kind of obvious. Well, there is a question of whether AM radio is even going to exist anymore. There's a threat coming to AM radio. Bobby Nick, you got AM radio up in Canada, right?
I mean, yeah, it's still a thing. I don't know how many people listen to an actual radio anymore, though. So I don't know.
Yeah, and there's a lot more stations than I realize. I'm gonna take you to a report about it, Scott. What's your thoughts on AM radio, buddy? You always that fuzzier signal, right?
Yeah, I never really listened to anything on AM radio, except maybe there'd be like Tradio or something on there.
Yeah, well, I thought radio was kind of already phased out, but let's go over to the Bikini Report, and we're going to get a report on the future of AM radio right here. Let's take it over to the Bikini Report about the future of AM radio right here on BF Live's Other News. Let's see about the future of AM radio. Take it away, Bikini Report.
AM radio's future is murky, but the U.S. Congress might just step in to save it. First, a little background. Widespread AM radio broadcasting has been around for nearly 100 years and was at one point a hugely important way for people to get their news, listen to sporting events, and receive updates in emergencies. But with new and better sounding technology from FM radio to satellite radio, and now, of course, the internet, some people say AM is obsolete. Now, several car makers, including BMW, Mazda, and Tesla, have even decided to stop including AM radios in their electric vehicles, saying the electric motors mess up the audio quality. This has put a big question mark over the future of the more than 4,000 AM radio stations across the U.S. And as such, it's led some policymakers to introduce the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. It would require that all automakers keep AM radio as standard equipment. Public safety is also a major reason. AM is widely used by FEMA during disasters. In fact, several former FEMA heads warned that the success of the National Public Warning System hinges on the use of AM radio. The act is currently being considered by the U.S. Congress. But what do you think? Should AM radio be saved? Let us know in the comments and make sure you're following the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you, Bikini Report. Well, look it up. We actually learned something there, Scott. I think. Did you hear how many radio stations there were still?
I don't know.
Oh, damn.
4,000.
Oh, Bobby Nick.
4,000
Yes.
4,000 AM radio stations across the United States.
Right. So
I wonder how many there are in Canada still.
I wonder. I didn't realize, Bobby Nick or Scott, that there were still 4,000 radio stations in the United States that relied on AM radio. I didn't realize that, buddy.
Me neither.
Scott's dumbfounded. He's like, I don't know what that report was about. I don't know what I'm doing right now. You got you all disturbed, didn't it?
I wonder if you could tune in Tokyo with that girl.
Oh.
Bottom of my microphone just fell off.
Scott's getting all hot and bothered over there. Gimme Beso says AM waves bend with the horizon, and that's what we back in the day. Gimme Beso, when we used to listen to the radio when it would get dark and all the electrical signals would kind of calm down. Me and Scott have talked about this. How you would get signals from far away, right, Scott? That used to be fun.
Yep.
Like wondering where the signal was coming from. I would get signals out of Canada sometimes. Obsolete? No. And wasn't it interesting to learn that FEMA still relies on the AM signal kind of thing, because I think it's more reliable during storms and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that sounds
I didn't
like.
listen. I don't know.
Sounds like it's important. It sounds like it's still an important part of.
Me and Bobby managed it. Good.
I don't know. I don't know it, but go ahead. Yep.
No, I'm saying we managed to get a couple facts out of that, Scott. I don't know how.
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that listens to AM radio, and if they are, they're probably old folks. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and like they made a good point about how it's not good for the electric cars, because what do you remember about AM radio, Scott? When you did listen into your car, you had to have like that distributor cap resistor or something, so it wouldn't fuck with your AM signal and stuff like that back in the day. That used to be a thing.
Yeah, make a whining sound like.
Yes, yep, have a whining sound on your radio and your signal. Space Nerd checks in. Hey, nerd. AM is good when FM isn't coming in. Hoyas and you Hoyas from Space Nerd. Good morning, nerd from Mrs. Cyke. Good morning, Ding, and Mr. Ding from Space Nerd. Fat bottom girls, they make the rocket world go round. Yeah. She didn't need an extra sandwich or a cheeseburger, did she, Scott?
No, she's about right.
She's about right. Well, the good morning to the lovely nerd. Hoya Space Nerd from Space Chief 75 checking in. Josh in Tennessee checks in, a new name I haven't seen. It says, I learned camel toe is alive and well. Well, come on, Josh. Stick around. I might have another bikini report right here on BF Live News. Everyone turn on your gifted membership. She's about to give something away, maybe. Bobby and Scotty from Space Nerd. My sister always loves observing you. You like observing Andrew, but my sister Kathy loves observing you when you see a attractive woman on a screen, Scott. She loves it.
Well, I like to observing reports. What I do.
Yeah, Scott gets real intent and he takes them glasses off and he gets real close to the screen. And my sister loves calling him out on that. So, good morning, sis. How you doing, big sis? Whoop whoop to Kathy from Juggler Jen. Spurs Churf and the Red Rocket Countdown liftoff. AM radio still good for live local sports, said our friend Matt. Space Nerd says, you know it's serious if Scotty takes off his glasses. See? They got you. What's up, Bobby Nick? You get a shit picture?
Yeah, from Jake.
Oh no!
No! Oh, it's just I can't even see no shit. It's just all blood.
Hey, by the way,
That poor guy.
Check your ass, Jake. Jesus Christ Almighty.
By the way,
Poor guy.
That bad, huh, Bobby Nick?
Scott, you want to see this thing?
You know I do.
Oh my God!
Oh,
wow. Well, we'll keep that private. Hoya Matt from Space Nerd. I listen to sports on AM radio, says Space Nerd. Well, between the Bikini Report and Space Nerd, we're going to keep AM radio alive. No, nerd, it's Mr. Clyde to you, LOL. New girl checks in and says, Hoya from across the pond. Hello
Hoya.
to my loving new girl. Hoya to you, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
A space from Johnny A. Mr. Clyde and Mrs. Clyde. Tyranny says, I listen to AM Scott. Oh, he said old dudes. He said old dudes listen to, I think he's calling you out on that.
Okay, I just seen the picture. I'm sorry.
Hoya from Nerd.
That's rough, huh?
Oh my God. These two are looking at shit pictures being traumatized in the middle of the show. Hoya, Kathy, and Terry from Space Nerd. Talk Radio AM, Just a Guest says. Hoya, Johnny A says. Hoya, Space Nerd from Matt. Natural Booty Bounce says Juggler Jen. And Cyke is laughing. Nerd is getting the love from Terry Nee. Dream Man checks in.
I'm just trying to peek those pits. Trying to peek
Scott,
those
right?
pits.
We're looking at obvious things, and Scott is looking for like crevices and armpits and stuff like that. How you doing, Dream Man? I will see you tonight at 5 Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, the Perry Caravella live chat. We're going to be hanging out tonight and having a lot of fun, buddy. What's up with you? When them glasses come off. See? Ha ha ha. Have you been to a gathering, Scott Fitzpatrick?
No, but I'm not a juggalo. not at all.
Josh in Tennessee checks in, and he lets us know that it is his first time here. I know of you from Miserable Men days. Just didn't know you had a show. Came from Bob plugging your show. Well, thank you. Well, I'm only a fan from the Miserable Men days. Bob, I believe, has been nice enough to kind of let us team up with him. I do shows on his channel, and he encourages us to do our thing, man. He's a great mentor and friend, Josh. So, yeah, stick around. I'm going to have, at the end of the news right here, I'm going to show you a miserable news history where Bob Levy is going to attempt to read the news from back in the day of the Miserable Men show, buddy. You're going to enjoy that. Oh, yeah, Josh from Space Nerd. By the way, we got the by the way. It's Jake streaming again. He was on like 3 or 4 different times yesterday, Bobby Nick, when I was on YouTube. Jake was doing tests with Jib and all kind of shit.
He was, yeah.
We got the abrupt breaking poop news. Poop news from Dream Man says. Grody to the max says Space Nerd. You know I do, says Dream Man. Josh in Tennessee, we have Miserable Men clips here, and you're going to get to them now. Hoya, Space Nerd says, what up, MNE? Hoya, good morning. And we're checking up. Let's see. Jake Fire checks in. He wants to know if New Girl's working on her solo pod. Dream Man says 666 to Clyde. Bob is amazing, says Clyde. New Girl answers Jake Fire and says, no, darling, I just like jumping on with Bobby, JBX, and the boys. I'll be recording with Trucker Andy this weekend for his podcast. As we continue with the BF Live other news, or not so serious news. So, Scott, you are not a short pants man, right? What is your pant? Are you a blue jeans guy like all year round, pretty much?
Blue jeans all year round. You'll rarely see my legs.
I'm a blue jeans guy. I like to wear some sweatpants or something when I'm sitting in a chair for a long time. But typically, when I just go out for my regular day, I'm always a blue jeans guy. How about you, Bobby, Nick? I mean, you're never really a short pant guy that I know of, or are you?
No, not short pants. I like right now I'm wearing shorts.
I thought you were going to say I got no pants.
No,
Okay.
In the summertime, well, actually in the springtime, I switch to shorts.
Yeah.
But I never wear jeans. I never wear jeans. Like I haven't worn jeans in I don't know.
Have you not?
It's got to be like 20 years. I just wear sweats.
Well, what they call it when a Canadian wears all denim, they call that in the States, we call that a Canadian tuxedo. I don't know if you guys call that, but when we see somebody with all denim, they call it a Canadian tuxedo. Well, this says, for people that washing your jeans, it says, washing your jeans wrong, and Levi's CEO shares his bizarre method of keeping them clean, Scott. So I've heard in recent years, buddy, when I was younger and growing up, I would always put my jeans in the laundry like every time I wore them, buddy. But as I've gotten older, I've taken to this mentality to where I don't wash my jeans as much as I used to. I get a couple wears out of them. Let's see. Scott's looking like he's looking for a pair of jeans. He's like ducking for something.
looking for my plug. My battery's going dead.
Okay, buddy. Well, I'll go on with this article while you do your thing. This guy says, the dirty secret is key to clean jeans. Charles Berg, the CEO of Levi Strauss, has admitted he hasn't washed his denim in a decade. Now, I haven't done that long, Bobby Nick. A decade. This dude ain't washed a pair of jeans in 10 years.
What the fuck?
He arguing that it's the best way to care for your jeans. He says, I never put my denim into a washing machine, he previously told CNBC, explaining that denim production and consumers cleaning their jeans requires massive amounts of water. So this also goes to basically not wasting water if you don't really need to. They're kind of serve as like eco-friendly, if you will, where you really don't have to wash them as much. But check out what this guy does. He says, however, he clarified that his pants aren't dirty. If he gets a stain on it, he'll just spot clean it, of course. But he noted that Americans shouldn't be throwing their jeans into the washing machine after every wear. And I was doing that for a long time. Check out what he does, Bobby Nick. He says, instead, the Levi CEO hops in the shower fully clothed. Scott, he gets in with his jeans on and rinses them in the shower, buddy. Yes. What? I've never done this, Bobby Nick. I have not heard of this. I've heard of not washing them after every wear necessarily, but I've never heard of anybody, especially the CEO of a jeans company, advocate that you get into the shower fully clothed and wash your jeans off. He says, and if they get really gross, I've been out sweating or something and they get really gross, I'll wash them in the shower. So I thought that was interesting. I know everybody wears, look, there's a spot on the jeans and all. I know everybody wears denim, or a lot of people wear denim. And I was just wondering if you wash your denim a lot, or if you're like this guy, maybe you just hop in the shower and wash them. I heard you reacting, Bob. It's kind of crazy, ain't it?
That's, why would you wash any of your clothes while you're in the shower? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Okay. You know what?
Wash your body in the shower.
Let's see. Like to see Cut of the Jib back on YouTube. I never see him on Rumble, says our friend Johnny A.
Yeah, well, he has a Rumble.
And they talk about this in the article, New Girl. They say freeze them. Have you ever heard of this, Bobby, Nick, or Scott? You're supposed to freeze your jeans, and it kills the germs in them or something.
I think I have heard of that before, yeah.
I like the way a clean pair of jeans feel.
But New Girl, in this article, they say freeze them. They said it might have the temporary effect while it's cold, but they don't know that it would last so long when these bacteria warm back up. It's kind of what they speculate at the end of that article right there. Stacey Allen checks in and says, they just called it a tuxedo in Canada. Right, we call it a Canadian tuxedo when it's head to toe denim. You just call it a tux. Is this pre-recorded? No, damn it. Cyke Labs says, I have worn jeans like twice in my whole life. I hate them. I wore corduroys, them zippy ones back in the day, however. It's spelled, however it's spelled. Yeah, quarter toys. New Girl says, we used to call it keep the night in them. Keep the energy and the juices in them. Space Nerd says, if clothes aren't dirty, I rewear. I wear 2 times as long as they are clean. Same, Space Nerd. And I only got comfortable with doing that as I got older. And I'm like, okay, I didn't really sweat in these or anything. I'll just take them all, fold them up, and kind of wear them the next day. So we're doing our part to save the world. Cyke Labs says, Richard Christie used to not wash his. Didn't they talk about freezing them on Howard or something? Yes, they did, Cyke Labs. How long have you been wearing that T-shirt, Nick? Says
I just put this on today.
BLM campers do it in a rainstorm. Matt says, dude is a psychopath. Dream Man says, I bet that guy showers with his socks on. Why not? Shout out to the 32 people joining in today. Awesome people joining in today is what I meant to say. Howdy from Gash is our favorite ape checking in.
Yes.
What's up, Gas? Josh in Tennessee said, Richard Christie did his version of the Freeze and Febreze. I'm glad that you're a Howard Stern fan, and you're going to be very happy to be here on BF Live because we love Stern here. I don't want to wash my jeans every time I wear them either, but I don't shower with them on LOL. That's what I thought, God. So gross, so much skin and oil, says Terry Nee. Matt says, call me crazy, but clean jeans feel much better than a pair that you worn 3 or 4 times. You have a partner. Figures he's your mod on your page there, Scott.
They fit better because they kind of, even though you wear them a day and they kind of get a little loose or something, and you wash them and they feel good.
New Girl says, I have vintage Levi's, also known as old. I have never washed, doesn't smell, and it's in great condition. I bet you could get a lot of money for them online, New Girl. I'm just saying. Right, Scott?
A jacket is different, though. Like, I had a Levi's jacket that I wore probably for, like, I don't know. I would only wash it, like, every, 6 months. I mean, they don't really stink, like, as long as you're not doing anything too strenuous in them.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's the whole thing, is kind of measuring how much of a mess or how much you maybe sweat in them. And a jacket is probably a little easier because it doesn't come in contact with your direct skin as much, so you don't sweat directly into it as much. Yeah. Glad it's not just me. Oh, Space Nerd says, I don't think I have ever washed my jean jackets. Glad it's not just me, Space Nerd says. New Girl, HOWSTERN. Fire, says Space Chief 75. Space Nerd says, I think I should though. Mine is kind of stiff. Go ahead. Yeah. Do you put your jeans in the dryer? They also say you shouldn't do that, Justa, because they say all it does, that heat destroys, it breaks down the denim too. He said you're supposed to stand in the shower like an idiot with them on your clothes and then just air dry them or line dry them.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
It's worth a hell of a lot without my armpit contribution, LOL. And Jenny says, I'm self-conscious about my armpits because of Scott. It happens.
I'm sure you're fine. There's somebody for everybody.
All right. Well, we did the kind of little gene report right here on BF Live. I'm gonna direct this one to Scott first. Scott, you remember being an American? Do you remember the reactor failing at 3 Mile Island, the nuclear reactor, back in the days when we were a bit younger back then?
Yeah, I mean, I think I learned of it later, and I don't think I knew.
Okay, but you've heard 3 Mile Island. I guess a lot of people all over the world probably heard of 3 Mile Island in Pennsylvania because it's an island that's basically just has nuclear reactors on it. And I think in the late 70s, one of them came to meltdown, and it almost kind of exploded and caused a great disaster. And so 3 Mile Island has been shut down for many decades now, but they're considering reopening it now, and I will tell you why. We will go to the Bikini Report to find out what's up with 3 Mile Island and why they are reactivating a nuclear reactor at 3 Mile Island in the Bikini Report. Tell us, Bikini Report.
Island will always be associated with America's worst nuclear disaster, but here's hoping the second time's the charm. Constellation Energy has announced that it'll be restarting one of the units at the Pennsylvania power plants. Now, to be clear, they're reviving Unit 1, which was shut down in 2019 for operational reasons. Unit 2, the one which suffered a partial meltdown in 1979, will not be reopening. Still, this will be the first ever restart of a nuclear power plant in American history. It'll cost about $1.6 billion, and the plant is expected to come back online in 2028. And if you're wondering what prompted this, here's the answer. The one and only client for this power will be none other than Microsoft. They will use it for data centers facing increased power demands because of AI. Roughly 19% of America's energy last year came from nuclear power, and it's now considered a clean energy. But do you think reopening 3 Mile Island is 1, a good idea, and 2, a good use of power considering it's only for a big tech company? Comment below and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Oh, thank you, Bikini Report, for that most astute observation and report. Two Joints says, my unit's having a meltdown right now. Damn, she's fine. My unit's happy to see you. Not that fact. Terry Nee said, I was thinking about you, Terry Nee, because I know you kind of live in that general area. He doxed himself by saying, I live within 10 miles of 3 Mile Island. The one reactor shut down a couple years ago. Well, Bikini Girl told us that in 2019, they shut one down. But what do you guys think of this? I think it's disconcerting knowing the history of 3 Mile Island. And I'm fascinated, Bobby Nick, that Microsoft is going to be the only customer for this power coming out of this reactor, buddy, for their AI program. What do you think about that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little weird.
I didn't realize that the AI was going to demand so much power in the future that they already see it and they're starting up nuclear reactors for it. That's crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like this. It sounds like some Terminator shit, man.
Sounds like some end of time Terminator shit, right? There you go. Hey, Two Joints checks in our friend and says, BF, Bobby, Nick, Scott, brothers, how you doing there, Two Joints?
Joints.
Two Joints is getting the love from Cyke Labs. The Bikini Report is allowed. Hey, didn't we all, Terry? I was a little worried even as a child being downwind from 3 Mile Island when that sucker melted down because they weren't too sure if they were going to be able to control it, and shit could have got hairy. Cyke Maine, good morning from Two Joints. Dangler says, thanks to France, nuclear energy is considered green in Europe. And dang, I remember that too, where it was like, I knew it was like no nuclear weapons, but back in the 80s and stuff, they didn't want, like, people didn't even want like nuclear energy because of the fear of 3 Mile Island kind of caused with it. It was like unstable.
Is it kind of the same thing that happened in Chernobyl? The same thing?
Good point, buddy. Oh my God, that Chernobyl reactor. Yes, one of the rods, the fusion rods overheated and the reactor exploded and it caused decades worth of harm to that area. That was horrific. Horrific what happened in Chernobyl. Right.
Did you see how small you can get a nuclear reactor now though? Like the size of like a room.
Really? I didn't know that, Bobby Nick. I'm not up on the size of nuclear reactors.
You know that.
Yeah, how do you know that? That's very interesting.
I came
saving up.
Yeah, I'm saving up. Yeah,
Bobby's he's a well-read guy. He knows some shit. I didn't know that they made him that small anymore, Bobby Nick. But
they're small now.
But Scott talks about the worst case scenario. That's kind of what we were fearing with 3 Mile Island, Scott. Like we thought that it would blow up and then we would be all downwind from that all that radiation and everything.
We'd all grow a third leg.
Everybody has some children that were all like,
grow a third penis, right?
Yeah.
It's good and safe. My electric is $800 a month.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. Dream Man, Buddy 666 from Two Joints. Stuttering John AI memes will destroy the world, says Space Chief 75. 666 Buddy, Dream Man says. Two Joints says Terry Nee, Space Chief Dang and Hoya. Space Chief is getting the love. Shout out from Cyke Labs. Juggler Jen says, I wore bikini tops for the last 2 or 3 late night streams on JBX. Two Joints is getting the shout out love from Space Chief 75. Dang Lizard says, yeah, we also get our uranium mainly from Russia. Dream Man says the military had a backpack nuclear thing, is what Dream Man says. Centuries, you're right. I did undersell it, Cyke. Probably centuries worth of damage to the ecosystem around. And yeah, there were a lot of, like Scott said, there were a lot of mutant animals and things that were kind of coming out of that area. And Scott, I understand that many of those areas immediately around the reactor are still so radioactive. They go in there with Geiger counters every now and then, and they're still like clicking away all these years, decades later.
Yeah, I like watching. They give a little tour through them sometimes, and it's like everybody had to everything got kind of stuck in time. It's because they had to abandon the place so quick. People's blankets and everything's still
frozen in time. Cars are where they are. The town, they just abandoned the place. Yeah, it's some eerie footage over there of Chernobyl that, it's basically trapped and caught in time because it's so overly radioactive that they can't really go into the areas. Terry Nee says we need reactors, and he's up in that area. Gasha says fear of nuclear power is a caveman mentality. It's completely safe. All those incidents were caused by improper safety measures. Yeah, Gasha, and hopefully we've learned from those lessons from decades ago, and maybe we've gotten even better with technology and monitoring now to where now computers and AI can probably control those levels better than human beings can. So that's fair. Liveween says fusion reactors are still gigantic. However, fission reactors are much smaller and have been in the news recently. China is on the cusp of perfecting fission, which no one has done yet. And there you go. I would say you might learn something here on BF Live. That's the more you know from our friend Live Ween. Space Nerd says, I'm less than 200 miles from a Hanford nuclear site. They don't have the tall reactors anymore, just storage, which is leaking, of course. Holy shit. Humans have a natural fear of the unknown. Dang Lizard says, after Chernobyl, the reindeer meat in Sweden is still radioactive because it stores in their fatty tissue, says Dang Lizard.
Damn.
Uncle Jack checks in and says, oh, hey, guys, is this a granny morning free zone?
Mooning free zone, yes.
Oh, hey, guys, how you doing?
You're right.
If you guys don't know what he's talking about, the other night on JVX's show, Granny showed his ass, and boy, was JVX pissed. They got into it last night. Oh, man.
I have been catching pieces of this on Twitter and X. I understand that Granny showed his ass. JBX wasn't happy. He was blasting him about it. And then I saw Uncle Jack and Granny do a short. And by the end of it, Granny pulled out his ass again. Again. So it's a little ass play. Granny claims he checked the terms of service, Bobby Nick, and that bare asses aren't going to get you demonetized.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not.
What about hairy, bumpy man ass? That should be a crime.
Was it medical?
There is a lot of, like I did search, there is a lot of videos of bare asses on.
Well, and we talked about this, like with the
bare asses.
Like it's an unfair kind of enforcement because like Cardiff Electric got taken down almost immediately for flashing a tit, yet other people are out here flashing tits and showing man ass and stuff like that. So whatever.
Yeah,
hey, Uncle Jack.
I don't know. I don't know. I would be leery of doing it though on a regular basis, even if it is okay with the terms of service, because eventually it's not going to be.
And plus, a lot of times they have computers scanning this stuff, Bobby Nick, and so they look for like pieces of flesh or anything that might be nudity, right? And they might, So, Mandy Diff checks in and says Hoya to us.
Hoya.
Terry Nee says the Russian troops took over Chernobyl. They dug foxholes, had to leave due to radiation poisoning. Absolutely. It's in the dirt. Take off your shirt. Make sure it don't hit the dirt. Dang Lizard said it's more about storage of nuclear waste for me. So it makes sense for the U.S. or China, but less for Europe because we have no place to put it. And I'm not sure where we would put it if we're putting it in the salt mines in Utah. But yeah, what happens, Scott, you might remember with these rods, apparently, after they die out and can no longer do the process no more, you have kind of this leftover like radioactive waste that we have nothing to do with.
The movies will show you, it turns people into zombies or something.
There you go. Juggle at 10 JBX is God. Hey, Uncle Jack is shouting out Cyke. Cyke says, didn't John's ass get the potato shut down?
Yeah, I think it was John's ass.
Really?
That's what the potato said anyway.
And that's the whole thing. When you're a creator, you just can't take the chance. It's just not even worth the risk. Shout out to the 36 now cool people that are hanging out. I think I finished up my last I do have another story, but we're going to get to the miserable news history moment. Bob Levy attempting to read the news. Uncle Jack, why are people getting naked on your streams? Yes, it did, Cyke. Who flashes titties? Jack inspires nudity, says Terry Nee. Space Nerd, it's the Jack Shack baby. Dang Lizard. Oh, same. Scott is busting live farts right here. Sound a little loose. Terry Nee is getting the laugh from Uncle Jack. Cyke Clyde, that's what I thought, dang. LOL, a live rooster got TSN shut down. Yeah, because it read falsely. It took it as animal abuse because they had that rooster at the beginning, Bobby Nick. You remember that? The algorithm misunderstood the opening of the Shuli network.
Right. Yeah.
Animal cruelty.
Animal cruelty. Yeah, exactly. Uncle Jack inspires free love, says Juggle Jen. Juggle Jen, how about that from Dang Lizard? I suppose that's true, Uncle Jack. And it's you. Let's see. Our basements in Pennsylvania are full of radon, natural radiation. Yeah, Terry, I remember when I was younger, they used to encourage us to get home radon kits for test your dirt in your basements and stuff. Thank you for liking the stream, says Juggle Jen. Uncle Jack, we have DMs, right? All right, let's get to another story I have here. How about, actually, it's time for the miserable news history right here. And this is compliments of our friends at Cyke Labs. He records he's had a whole thing of storage box, I guess, if you call it, I don't know what you call it, a whole hard drive filled up with a lot of these old great moments from back in the day of the Miserable Men. And right now, we're going to relive them right here on the Miserable News History Moment. We're going to take you back to the year 2007. This is going to be from the Miserable Men show from the Sirius satellite radio days, December 2nd in the year 2007. This is the Miserable News History Moment, tagged on at the end of the BF Live Other News, right here for your enjoyment. Miserable News History. Bob Levy reads the news right here on BF Live.
And now it's time for Miserable Men News with your anchorman, Bob Levy.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pope criticizes asism in encyclical. Pope Benedict XVI strongly criticized
which Pope?
What? XVI strongly criticized modern day
XVI. They're the ones who chase the terrorists.
I can't wait for Super Bowl XX1.
I don't know.
This year.
In a major document released Friday saying he led to some of the greatest forms of cruelty and violations of justice ever known. In his second encyclical, Benedict also critically questioned modern Christianity, saying it focused on individual salvation, had ignored Jesus' message that true Christian hope involves salvation for all. In the 76-page document, Benedict elaborated on how the Christian understanding of hope had changed the modern age. When men sought to relieve the suffering and injustice in the world, Benedict points to two historical upheavals: the French Revolution and the Proletarian Revolution, instigated by Karl Marx.
Wow.
Must be one of the Marx brothers. H said the idea that men can do what good cannot by creating a new salvation on earth was both presumptuous and intrinsically false. The Christian concept of hope and salvation, he says, was not always so individual-centric. Quoting scriptures and theologians, Benedict said salvation had its earlier church been considered communal, illustrating his points by using the case of monks in the Middle Ages who cloistered themselves in prayers, not just for their own salvation, but for that of others. Thank you.
Oh, bravo. If you and your new girlfriend get married, how are you going to say your vows?
I'm not. I'm just going to give her a ring and say, shut the fuck up.
Why would you do that?
Nah, she's quiet. I like them quiet. I don't like them fucking talking. You know what I mean? She's very nice. I like people that are nice. You know what I mean? I'm nice to people that are nice. I'm not nice to people that aren't nice.
And there you go. You can't say it any better than Bob Levy did right there. That was our Miserable News History Moment, tagged on the end of the BF Live Other News. Let's get on to some other fun stuff right here on BF Live. That was a lot of fun with that segment. I hope you enjoyed that. But let's get on to some other fun stuff here. Are you guys having fun yet? I hope you are, because I am. But we're nowhere near done. But Scott, you know what? My timer's going off, buddy. Yeah. It is 1:27. My body timer's going off. We do 3 hours of live content here every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 to 3 East. And about halfway through it, which is where we're at right now, about 1:30, I think I need a piss break. But you know what, folks? When we come back, we're going to do Cyke Labs content. We're going to do Soulful Horoscope Readings and a whole lot of other fun stuff. But I'll see you on the other side of this in 2.5 minutes, folks, because right now, I think I need a piss break. 2.5 minutes on the other side for more fun. Don't go away. Grab a drink. Go take a piss break yourself. BF Live Streamshow 162. More fun on the other side. I'll see you in 2.5 minutes.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I'm back, folks, from touching my pee-pee. Pee-pee touched. Checked off the list. How's everybody doing? We're back for the other half of BF Live Stream Show 162. Thanks for everybody that super chatted already and membered up.
I touched my pee-pee and
Yes.
I didn't even go to the bathroom.
Ooh, very good. There you go. Well, that's your right, Bobby Nick. It is yours and it is attached to you. So you might as well have some fun with it, buddy. That's what I say. All right. Well, Scott is still at his piss. He's taking a piss break. He might be doing something else in there. I don't know.
Maybe. Hope it doesn't look like Jake, so holy shit.
Blummel's defense lawyer said, let's see. Blummel's defense lawyer says, Bob is awesome. I'm just going to give her the ring and tell her to shut the fuck up. Exactly. That's his love style. No, he's alive, Mandy Diff. Josh in Tennessee says, my favorite Bob Levy quote was, once the baby comes out of the pussy, it takes all the personality with it. I couldn't even finish reading it now. That's a good one, Josh. Everybody's got some great favorite Bob Levy quotes. And if you're ever on Twitter or X, check out my friend, the Rev Bob Levy quotes. He also quotes Perry Caravello live. And he's out there on Twitter and X sharing some of these golden quotes from Bob Levy. Blummel's defense lawyer, what up from Juggler Jen? I love Electra song. That's the DJ Electra singing the great piss break song right there. Thank you very much. Mandy Diff checks in and says, Cyke, Blocky Fran emojis, Perry emojis, Slurpee, Buffalo, having fun with all the emojis. And you can too, if you're a member here on BF Live. Cyke, cheers from Donkey Kongington. Donkey Kongington checking in. I thought I saw you check in earlier. Cyke Clyde says, that's a good one, Josh. LOL. It sounds good on paper. Mate. That's a famous one too. Or the future is coming. Donks, my dude, from Cyke Clyde. You like that one? The future is coming. Electra's music never disappoints, says our friend Johnny A. Johnny A, that is right. Terry Nee is laughing at Josh for he loving all his quotes. And you know what it's time for, folks? I promised you. So it's time for Cyke Labs.
Cyke.
That's right, folks. From the twisted mind of Cyke Labs, it's Cyke Lab content segment right here on BF Live. Hoya Donkey from Space Nerd, Stachunksta checks in and says, Hoya, what's up, Stachunksta? How you doing, man? Happy Friday. We're getting the weekend started off early here in the midday. We're not waiting for the end of the workday. Hoya, buddy.
Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya. Get a Hoya.
Hoya Blummels from Space Nerd. Gaseous checks in and says, FJH. That's Jake Hudson with Special Forces. Oh, damn.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy. How you
Hey,
doing?
by the way.
What up, Gaseous from Juggalette Jim? Hoya from the lovely Space Nerd. As we start our Cyke Labs content segment, which is what we're doing right here on BF Live right now. It is Cyke Labs from the twisted mind of Cyke Labs. And look, for those two Mike Morse fans, this is your day because it's going to be Mike Morse heavy today on BF Live's Cyke Labs content segment. We got a lot of Mike Morse songs, parody songs from back in the day. So let's start off. First of all, let's start off with a Mike Morse. This is pros and cons. This is where Mike argued the pros and cons of any particular topic with himself on the Miserable Men days from back in the day. So let's play a little of that right now. Cyke Labs content segment, pros and cons from the Miserable Men show with Mike Morse from 2007 on BF Live.
Hello and welcome to Pro and Con. I'm Mike Morse, and I'm Mike Morse. Tonight's topic is cunnilingus. No, Bob Levy, that's not a disease you caught from licking blue cheese out of a fat Irish chick's ass. Cunnilingus is the act of orally pleasuring a woman. Yes, Bob Levy, some men actually enjoy pleasuring a woman. Going down on a chick is like getting the pass-go collect $200 card in Monopoly. After you make her come, you can just jump on top, stick your pencil dick in her for the usual 2.5 minutes so you pop a nut, and she'll still think you're a good lover. So remember, always lick 'em before you stick 'em. Mike? As usual, Mike, you're wrong and stupid. If God had meant us to lick a pussy, he would have made vaginas taste like lollipops. Instead, they taste like vagina. And hey, isn't that the place they piss out of? You've heard the expression, don't shit where you eat. Well, how about not eating where they piss? If you really want your woman to orgasm, fuck her like you usually do, badly, and then hand her a credit card and point her toward the nearest shopping center. She'll come like a retarded porn star. For Mike Morse, I'm Mike Morse.
All right. It's our buddy, good friend Mike Morse.
Yes.
His pros and cons segment. I agree with the one. One Mike's always right.
The other one's a douchebag.
Yeah. So when we figure out which one's in here, we're gonna kick the other guy's ass.
There you go. There's our first piece of Cyke Labs content I was going to share with you today, taking you back for pros and cons. Yes, what's up, Bob?
I just said very nice, very nice.
You like that? That was a funny one. The cunnilingus. But it tastes like, I say, did you have fun last night? Robin Head is out bouncing off a cock of a comedian. Well, that might be in the mix right here. He's ready. You're getting ahead of the game. Mike's got some music skills, says Johnny A. Mandy Diff is having fun saying hoy to Tiffany. It was good. Tiff is answering. Mandy Diff is getting love from our friend Uncle Jack. Mandy's laughing. Mandy's having fun. Hey, Tiff. Hey, Watch. And hey, Mandy Diff from New Girl. It gave Michael Douglas cancer.
Throat cancer.
Hey, man. Bro, if that's the way I gotta go, buddy, so be it. You know, there's worse ways of dying, is what I say, buddy. But that did fuck with my head when I first heard those diagnoses, Scott. What did you think about that whole thing? Because apparently he was a chain smoker, right? Oh, just when I asked him a question, he goes,
Shit.
Wow.
Oh my God. Well,
he's still backstage, but you can see it spinning. Wow.
Yeah, but I mean,
wow, he was about to tell us something cool too.
Probably, but I mean, yeah, I think he got HPV of the throat. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, he did, and he was apparently. I think he was like a known to be a smoker, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
But when he got the cancer diagnosis, he blamed it on eating that pussy.
Yeah, well,
I got that HPV. You down with HPV? Yeah, you know me. Oh hell yeah! Hey man, what a way to die if you got to go down, right? There's worse ways to die, and I say, oh. I'm gonna take him. I'm just gonna remove him because you can see what's happening right there. He must have lost power. So I don't know. Not even that. It must. Oh, and there he went. He went all by himself. All right, Scott, come back. Scotty, come back.
You can blame it all on love.
Exactly. Blame it all on BF. Let's see. Come on, Scott. You can do it. Buddy. Hi, new girl from Tiffany, Washington. Scott getting a shout out, love. Scott! Hoya Tiff from Ding Dong. Hey, Jen from Gaseous. Tiffany says, hey to Ding Dong. Cyke says, what happened to Scott? Getting new internet for a third time. Thought this was supposed to be weeks ago. Well, the sad part is, Cyke, that this is the new internet, right, Bobby Nick?
Yeah, this is the new internet. So I don't know.
And he's been doing great, man. He's had like not a problem. We've been not chopping out or nothing. Hi, Mandy. Gas says Hoya. His internet must have cut, says Dream Man. There's Durkee Threads for Bob Levy merch if you want that. That's running in the chat the whole time. All right, well, while we wait to see if our friend Scott is alive or makes it back, let me show you some more great Mike Morse content, right? Oh, I was getting ready to show you this one. Here you go. I got it queued up. Let's have another hit. A lot of people are saying they like Mike Morse songs. Well, I got a slew of them for you. Here's a little mini Mike Morse concert from the Miserable Men days. Mike Morse, take it away.
Levy's gotta go to rehab, he says.
No.
He's hooked on Xanax and he loves
Lexi Pro.
He keeps on popping them like it's a bag full of M&M's. But do they help him read or write? He said,
No.
You can't make Bob go to rehab. He said no. Bob's not going to rehab. All right, well, we got
said, fuck no.
Oop, I heard a little boot backstage. Before I start the next video, let's see if let's bring him back in. It's Scott Fitzpatrick. What happened?
Remember when I told you my battery was dying and I plugged I plugged the cord into the computer, but I didn't plug the other end to the wall.
That kind of helps.
That's such a Scott thing to do. That's great.
What they used to do, the Gary Conqueror on The Miserable Man, is hilarious too. Oh my God. They didn't do it on Miserable Men, but they did in Howard Stern's Cyke. Do you remember when Bobby Nick remember this? I think we talked about this. Remember when they brought Gary the Conqueror in the studio and they made him think he was going to outer space?
Oh my God, that was
I gotta find
hilarious.
that. I have to find that. Because they did the whole Doritos thing before the Doritos thing was even a thing, where they brought Gary the Conqueror in, and I don't know why, but they put him in this box that looked like a makeshift spaceship, and they had him convinced that they were sending him to outer space.
Yeah, man.
And he was freaking.
They had a room decked out like the moon where they just rolled him into the room.
Yeah,
let him
that's
loose.
right. I have to find that. That is and he was like scared. Like I was feeling bad. I remember feeling bad on that one, Scott.
I think they had to find some dirty magazines up on the moon or something like that.
We're gonna have to find that bit. Hey, Tiff,
remember when they made fucking Bobo think that
yes,
that it was the end of the world?
Yes, yes.
My God.
Cut some messages. Cut some air. Howard wants you to come down and cut some air messages. Leave your family, because he always said he was never going to leave his family in a tragedy. But everybody knew that he might choose Stern over his family if he was ever put in that position, and he kind of did, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
The world was ending, and he said, "Can you cut some bumpers for me?" And they were like had reports coming in and made it seem totally real. Man's laughing. Mandy Diff says, I got my first fuck you from Levy Sir yesterday. I'm honored. Fuck you. I got gold teeth. I have porcelain teeth. Oh my goodness. Scott, we've talked about this before. You know, it's funny when you get Bob's attention. It's kind of like bittersweet, but you kind of love it when you get a good one on in him, right?
Yeah, I was looking at some old Levy Land shows to make some clips out of, and I found one where he threatened me a couple times and cussed me a couple times, and I'm like, badge of honor. It's cool, man.
Yeah, and you know, Mandy, I relate to you because this is not the first teeth saga we've gone through with Bob. You remember a year or two ago, Bob was carrying around the bag of teeth, Scott and Bobby Nick, right?
Yeah.
The bag of teeth thing, and he was toothless for a while. And this was during the time when NFTs, those non-fungible things or whatever on the internet, were becoming a thing. And they were trying to explain to Bob what an NFT was. And I said, for Bob, NFT means no fucking teeth. And boy, they read that and he lost his shit. He told me he wished cervical cancer on me, Scott, and called me a cunt. And it was one of the best days of my life. It was fucking funny as shit. Who the fuck are you, Bobby Fran? You got a women's middle name. I hope you get cervical cancer, you cunt. It was one of my best days, Mandy Diff. So me and Scott, we relate to you. Yeah, Space Chief is kicking in with what you said. He found Playboys and cheese on the moon. Tiffany Washington getting the love from Space Chief 75. It was his birthday. Oh, okay. Josh remembers. That's right. That's why he was in the studio, because it was Gary the Conqueror's like birthday, like a major milestone birthday or something. Good pool there, Josh. See, we all collectively, we know our brain cells are kind of taxed with the weed and all that stuff in years. So we all kind of remember shit together. Thank you. Ha ha ha. He was freaking out, says Dream Man. Dream Man remembers. No, the clip I sent you, Bobby Fran, they would keep him on hold forever. And the one I sent, they said he was at a Patriots game. Well, I'm going to, we're still in the middle of Cyke Clyde content here. And I will caution you that some of these are like 9, 10, 14 minutes. There's tons of this cool content on Cyke Labs on YouTube. Go there at your leisure and relive all of these great days whenever you want to. Hi, Dream Man from Tiffany Washington. His link is running in my chat the entire time. So the Chunkster says, Bob owes my wife a picture. He bailed after a Miserable Men comedy show. Shuli says at the time he snorted some pills and that they were not what he thought. That Miserable Men was over a week later.
Oh.
Wow, the Chunkster. Well, Bob's in a lot better way now, buddy. And I've been to a couple live events now. So if you go through the trouble and make it out one, I know that Bob will make it up to you, buddy, because he's not in that condition anymore. And just went to DabbleCon too. And those guys are always hanging out and milling about. So I bet you get that photo back real easy. Sal ruined that bit. Howard was so mad at Sal at the end for the end of the world bit not having an ending. Yeah, because they put Bobo in the studio. They affected his surroundings. They were shaking the floor because they had that floating floor in there. So they were really freaking him out. But I guess that's a fair point where it had no kind of end to it. They just told him you're an asshole and we were fucking lying to you, basically. Hey, it's the Chunkster from Tiffany Washington. Gasha says, Scott, I thought Pazuzu captured you. Pazuzu.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know who Pazuzu is, don't you, Scott?
I do not. He's frozen again.
Oh, fuck.
Unless he's fucking with us.
I'll tell you who Pazuzu is. Pazuzu is the demon that possessed Regan in The Exorcist.
Thank you. Thank you for the pool and thank you for the reverence. He's
Fuck
still
me.
backstage. Oh, now he's not even. Wow. He's having a day. Oh, and he just dumped that again. I think he unplugged it again. All right. That NFT made of Bob as a monkey in an Oasis shirt was so good, says Cyke Clyde. He remembers. Yeah, and when he's like, what's an NFT? I said, NFT has no fucking teeth for you, Bob. And he lost his shit on me. It was funny. Cyke, that should be a shirt. The NFT. Dream Man says I would order one for Juggalo Jen. Hoya Nerd from Tiffany Washington. Turf Nerd from Space Nerd. Juggalo Jen the shirt would be sick. Gasha says the demon strikes again. As we move on for more Cyke Labs content. But first, these very popular commercial messages, and then back to more Cyke Labs content. But first, these messages.
Pride for me is not being ashamed of being gay anymore. Delta supports everyone of every group, whether you're gay, whether you're straight.
I started in the women's uniform. I didn't feel like it was me. Once I made the switch to the men's uniform, I can't even describe how I feel and how it helps me feel confident in who I am. Every day when a male flight attendant meets me and I'm wearing my vest and my tie, I always say, hey, twin, like that.
Hey, I'm a little upset because you look better than I do in the male uniform.
Oh my God.
That's right. They support Pride, and so do we here on BF Live. Of course, if you didn't see it, that was me and my bro. My bro.
Chris fucking Abel?
Yeah, that's who was featured in that Cyke Labs video right there. Bobby, Scott is not backstage yet, but we'll bring him back in as soon as he comes back. But until then, we'll move on with some more BF Live featuring Cyke Labs content. Go at your leisure, click the link that's running constantly in the show chat, give them a subscribe, and go check out this stuff at your leisure. Here is BF Live as Mrs. Basil Marceau.
BasilMarceau.com. Be ready in Canada for Governor Tennessee. I want to introduce you to my wife, Fatanos. They have this to fight for you.
BasilMorso.com is the name with the solution. You're putting the best to check out my complex your constitution. BasilMorso.com is the man with the law, and you can base your breather to fight or your cough. So listen, my friend, very close to what I have to say, and be there at the polls on the next voting day. BasilMorso.com is the name with the solution. You're putting the best to check out the best to make your constitution. Write him in.
Boom. That's right. I'm dead sexy, baby. I'm Mrs. Basil Marcel. I'm dead sexy, baby. Space Chief 75 says Basil is awesome. Dream Man says you and Bob make a cute couple. What do you got to say about that, Bob? I didn't say it. Fucking Dream Man said it. Cyke says you have the gift to make me giggle, says Tiffany Washington, and I know he loves that. Mandy Diff sent. Okay. Mandy Diff made a comment, and really, we could talk about this a little bit. This is kind of apolitical in a way because it says big news story making headlines, and I've heard a lot about this. Still no federal help to Western North Carolina from the Hurricane Helene. People's houses were washed down rivers, no water, severe flooding, no electricity, 100 plus dead. It's very sad. And Bobby Nick, I don't know if you've seen the numbers, but I've seen lots of numbers coming out. You know that like I said, this is apolitical. We give money hand over fist to Ukraine and every other nation.
All these places,
that needs it, buddy. And now there are stories going around saying that FEMA, the Federal Emergency and Management Association, has ran out of money to help these people. Essentially,
it's fucking ridiculous.
That's the story that is being reported or put out there right now. And in light of all of this money, like I said, being handed hand over fist, I don't care what party you are, we shouldn't be handing out our money hand over fist. That's it just should, and we certainly should make sure that we have enough money to cover kind of the needs of this country first. And that's as far as I'll go with that. And shout out, because I know a lot of people are going through it and the news media isn't covering it. You got to really watch it on Twitter and X or really know some people going through that.
Yeah, the sad thing is that, the United States doesn't even care about its own people. Why?
No, they care more about keeping up their political kind of relationships. That seems to mean more than actually doing their jobs.
Because I know Jeb, he was without power for like a week, and he can't reopen his business because it was flooded.
Right.
And who knows how long that's going to take. So a lot of these people need help.
Yeah, my understanding that FEMA is only stepping up and offering $750 per person.
Yeah, whoopity-doo. Whoopity-fucking-do.
Cyke Clyde said, I can't wait to get home and do more face swaps. I need Wi-Fi back. I need my Wi-Fi back. Wi-Fi back. Wi-Fi back. Wi-Fi back. It's taken me like over an hour to upload these miserable men clips for me, and ding, so many swap videos lined up. Well, Cyke Clyde, bro, you've been working your ass off and doing what you can with the internet you got, bro, and you've been keeping us entertained. So thank you for that. And of course, enjoy your vacation. We got a plenty of stockpile that you've spoiled us with, buddy. So enjoy your vacation, and we know we're going to have fun with whatever you produce once you do get home. Can't wait to see them, says Space Nerd. I don't understand what we're giving money to anybody that asks. Joey stole all the FEMA money. Oh, look behind me. Right, that anybody asked for. Yeah. Amen to that. Keep my tax dollars in the USA. The report is they don't have enough money for the hurricane season. That's right, Space Nerd. They apparently used it for other things, and their funds are low. But look, how fast do they go, both parties, how fast do they go into Congress in the middle of the night when we are all sleeping and send billions and billions of dollars around the world? All I'm asking is for one of those sessions for these people. That's all I really want. If you want to hand out money hand over fist, and I can't control it, that's fine. But at least let's send it to some people in America that maybe need it as well. Get up in the middle of the night, surprise us in the morning by saying that you sent billions of dollars to North Carolina. Or just change the name to North Carolina to one of the countries that get money, and maybe they'll be more likely to give it. Agree, BF Live. Enough said. You're 200% right, Nick. Thank you. All I've ever wanted to do, thanks to BF for giving me a place to do it, is make people laugh. The storms are so severe and frequent that they clearly have to reestimate allotted funds. That is very true. That's fine if they're going to spend FEMA funds on other things, Space Nerd, but to act like that we weren't going to experience a hurricane season and to have no plan to put that money back, it's just another level of irresponsibility by our leaders. Tiffany Washington says, Cyke, everyone is always trying to make me laugh, but you're watching your clips are gold, says Tiffany Washington. No, because there are so many storms. Billions to Ukraine is weapons. That is true. That is right. The weapons. And then the people, and then the senators and the connected congressmen and friends from both parties are either stockholders, board members, or connected friends, and they benefit from the sale of those arms and get the money. Those tax dollars go right back into their pockets. That's how it works. Thank you, Tiff. I live in North Carolina. We didn't have a problem with Fran in 1996. You don't have a problem with Fran right now because you're watching Fran right now. They're spending FEMA funds are they spending FEMA funds incorrectly? I imagine that's more of a legal question. I don't know. They're spending them on other projects, if you will, and they come up with a shortfall. Hell yeah, Cyke is winning. I guess my point is saying that the government isn't helping is false. Not just as much as should be. Well, don't you agree, Space Nerd, that if our senators and congressmen can get up in the middle of the night and we wake up in the morning with billions of dollars being pushed to any other country, shouldn't they at least make that effort for our country as well?
$1 billion.
First, second,
well,
third, whatever order you want it, they should be making the same type of effort. Get up in the middle of the night, go have a session, and wake up in the morning and tell us that you've sent billions of dollars, and I'll be fine with all the money they send anywhere else. We got government help. State of emergency was immediately deployed for Hurricane Fran, 8 at Topsail, North Carolina. Thank you, Jeremy Cyke. Weapons have an expiration date. Better war before they go bad. Yeah, and we know that war has always been big business, unfortunately. 98 million to the Ukraine, more than that. They sided with Germany in World War II, are not part of NATO. They killed a lot of Jews, blah, blah, blah. They need to make it a priority. Agreed. That's all I'm saying, Space Nerd. I know that we can't stop all the political interest and connected people from getting theirs, but I'm just saying, make the same type of effort for the American people, and I'll believe that maybe some of these guys are on our side. And once again, it's apolitical. It's both parties. They all sit on boards of these weapon companies and giving out this money, and they're all getting their pockets fat off of it. But, hook a brother up every now and then. Thank you for being a wonderful, faithful chatter, says Juggler Jan. Let's keep going. We got a little serious there in the middle of the BF Live Cyke Labs content. Let's change it up again. This is Bob Levy, Mike Morris from back in the day. Whoop, hang on. Scott's back. Let's bring him back in. Come on, Scott.
Hey, I bet.
Come on. Here we go. Oh, and are you, Bob, you're shitting me. He froze again, buddy.
Gotcha.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You did get me that time. I thought that's what you did the second time. Well, let's keep on going with the Cyke Labs content here. After our little apolitical conversation. Let's have fun. Because this is Friday, y'all. We can't really affect that. We talked about it for a minute, but let's affect the stuff we can affect. Having fun right here on BF.
Oh, that's so nice. This one's going out to Bob Levy.
Bob's on a new drug, so we won't have to choke. Drink a quart of Absolute, snort a line of coke. Bob's on a new drug, and it works so well. He don't care that he can't read, or write, or spell. He's no longer nervous, or drunk the whole day through. He's a heavily sedated and medicated Jew. Medicated Jew.
The medicated Jew we all love. The Reverend Bob Levy. He's my favorite medicated Jew. Right here on Cyke Labs content on BF Live. I told you it was going to be Mike Morse heavy, and I wasn't kidding, y'all. So this is for you two Mike Morse fans out there. This is BF Live featuring the parody songs of Mike Morse. This one is, well, I'll let you hear it yourself.
Honor of the interracial relationship that Jim is trying to achieve with Rob, and the great group Soundgarden recorded this song. But please, Raven.
She grabs Florentine's bone. Robin gets hot and wet as Jim slips in from behind.
Mike-Morse.com.
Back home run makes a come as Jimmy packs a punch. Back home fun makes a come. Makes a come. Back home makes a come. Makes her come.
You know what? That crossed the line. You gotta stop. Tell these people enough of this kind of musical parody.
Right. It's ridiculous.
Hurtful.
Enough's enough,
It's
people.
hurtful.
Where do I mean? Enough's enough. We got to draw a line
You can
somewhere.
hear more of that on mike-morse.com.
Backhole fun makes her come. Mike Morse, the great song parody specialist from the Days of the Miserable Men show. All right, yo, I got more for you, though. Like I said, we're going to be Mike Morse heavy here today. It's a Mike Morse mini concert here. The Miserable Men show from back in the day. Parody songs. Mike Morse, Cyke Labs, BF Live.
Thank you.
Robin got rid of Mr. X and then started looking to have some sex. Jim Florentine was up on deck. Now he's Mr. F. He used to sit on the toilet tank and drop a couple logs. But now instead he gets dressed up to go see some fucking dogs. She's gonna turn him into a snob, but he'll never have to get a job. At least she didn't fuck Reverend Bob. Now Jim is Mr. F.
You know what's fucked up about this is the same artist will be ripping me apart next week.
I know.
Mike Morse. That's somebody we haven't talked about in a long time, guys. Mr. X, Robin's original kind of guy, Scott.
Yeah. I don't think we ever seen his face. Did we? Just wore a mask a couple times.
I think one time I remember, Scott, where they did one of those kind of like dating games. I think he finally did near the end of their relationship, I want to say, Scott. But yes, for the longest time, for years, we had no idea who Mr. X was, what he looked like, if he was white or black. We had no idea, right, Bobby Nick?
Yeah.
Mr. X, Robin wouldn't bring her relationship onto the show. It just didn't, which was weird. I'm surprised she got away with that for as long as she did. Johnny A is dabbing in here. Waver checks in and says, what a great chat, and hey, Tiffany Washington. Come on in, Waver. We got plenty of room here. We're having done 2 hours of 3 hours of live content right here on BF Live. Waver says hi to Juggalette Jen. Oh, show my O face. I understand that, Cyke. I pick up your yins in hours of being in that area. We got them still talking about Hurricane Talk in the chat, but we're trying to keep it 100 with Cyke Labs here right now. We're in the middle of a Mike Morse kind of concert here. All right. And Mike Morse, once again, I got tons of them for you. These are all courtesy of Cyke Labs. You can watch these at your leisure by clicking on the Cyke Labs link that's running in my chat currently. Here we go. Here's another one. Mike Morse concert on BF Live.
I don't know, but he wrote another one. Let's play that too, Raven.
Robin took. Robin took. Robin took Jim out to a dog show. She got him acting just like a homo. He got dressed up to look at Cujo. I hope he got pussy that night.
That's right. Robin used to make him to go to the dog shows.
His Robin Quivers
jazz hands.
The wonderful and talented Mike Morse.
That's right. You heard the man. The wonderful and talented Mike Morse. There you go.
Finger snapper.
That was a good one. I was doing the Carlton over here. All right. I think I got another one here, and then I got some other pieces of Cyke Labs content that isn't Mike Morse, and then we're going to get into some other fun stuff because we got to do the Soulful Horoscope readings with the weed horoscopes. But let's keep going with this one. Here's another one from the twisted mind of Mike Morse, taking you back to the Miserable Men days, but it's parodies.
Well, that's because he has ADD and he's got to spin things. Raven, hit the song.
spinning cans, he counts to 3. Reverend Bob has OCD. Says that he does it just to bring him love. But spinning cans won't help that grumpy, miserable fuck.
I love that.
Bob has OCD, taking you back to the Miserable Men days. Awesome Cyke Labs content. Thank you, Cyke and Mrs. Cyke, Mr. and Mrs. Cyke, for providing this. Let's see what else I got. Oh, all right, I got a couple more things for you. I do have one more thing for you, but first, let's take a little commercial break right here. We got to take a commercial break. I have sponsors I got to pay, folks. So here we go. A little commercial break and then more Cyke Labs content right after these messages.
3, 2, 1. Howdy, y'all. This year's Mike. Down at Mike's Golf Shop.
It's Levy Grande.
Where we buy golf. That's right. We buy golf clubs.
We buy golf.
Mike's Golf Shop. Come on over here. We buy golf clubs. Over Mike's Golf Shop. Come on down here. We buy golf clubs. That's right. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs. We buy golf clubs.
I think he buys golf clubs.
We buy golf clubs.
Does he sell them?
We buy golf clubs.
That's a good point, Scott. There you go. From the twisted mind of Cyke Labs, it's Levy Grande selling golf clubs. All right. I have one more piece for you here that I'm going to share with you today. This is a pretty good one. And then we're going to get into the Soulful Horoscope Readings and some other fun stuff right here on BF Live. But here, I got one more piece of Cyke Labs content for you. Cyke is loving it, and he made the stuff. So here we go. One more. This is a classic one already. This is Beetle Bob, taking you back. Beetlejuice and Bob. What can you... Two great things that go great together. Right here on BF Live. From the twisted mind of Cyke Labs.
What's up, man?
Good night, man.
Okay. So you think the people from Oz are going to call you?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
You do?
Well, my mother doesn't buy a while, but he's going to have her video. So now my guys might be in.
Whoa, what was that?
Well, my cousin's birthday. No, my cousin Bow Wow.
Your cousin Bow Wow?
Yeah, I gave him his... It's going to be his birthday, so, you know. No, I'm gonna be with him. So your cousin's birthday, yeah.
The people from Oz are gonna call you.
Yeah, that might call me.
Why should they?
Because my cousin Bow Wow.
Okay.
You don't know?
All right.
No.
We're getting there, Mandy.
No, that's my cousin. You know.
Oh, how's your cousin?
Yeah.
All right. And what about Sean? What about Sean?
Well, Sean wife, I'll take care of that later.
You try to have sex with her?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
How many times?
Every day.
Do you have sex with her for real?
Yeah.
Just between me and you.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah. Oh, I'm real good at it.
Does Sean know about this?
Nah.
Okay.
It's a little secret. You can't know nothing about it.
Cool.
It's a little secret. You know what I mean?
And there you go. I think we've had fun with that today. We showed a couple commercials. We featured the talented Mike Morse's song parodies. And I think we kind of had a good time with it because that was Cyke Labs.
Psych.
That's right. A big part of the fun here. Scott's jamming. A big part of the fun here. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Cyke Labs for contributing not only when you're home, but on your vacation. You guys are awesome. You are chat family, and I love and appreciate you all so much. All right, folks. Let's see what time it is here. It is 6 minutes after the hour, 2 o'clock. That means it's 6 minutes into hour number 3 of 3 hours of live content here. And some of the fun stuff we like to do, especially going into the weekend, is we like to check the Soulful Horoscope Readings to see what the stars have in mind for us coming up in this weekend and the future week. And today, if for those who want it, I'm going to add a weed horoscope. That's right. So shout out if you want your weed horoscope read as well. And I'll let you know what strain might be good for you and get you through the month of October. As I go over here, I'm going to go run over to my studio and rub my crystal balls because that's where I really get my information from. So let me put my goggles on. I'm going to go over to my studio and rub my crystal balls. You throw your sign in the chat and I read your horoscope soulfully with BF Live's Soulful Horoscope Readings. Let's go. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope Readings. Hey, oh, I didn't change my thing. Son of a bitch. God damn it. I have too many production elements. Let me go over to my studio here and rub my crystal balls. Son of a bitch. Here we go. There we go. Now I'm going to rub my balls. Here we go. Now you can't see me rubbing my balls. All right.
Them balls, BF.
You know it. Bobby caught me rubbing my crystal balls one day, and he told everybody. I was trying to tell everybody I had a crystal ball. He says, BF, I see you over there rubbing your crystal balls. So, yes, I do have crystal balls, and I rub them and read your horoscopes. And we start off with Aries on the Libra, lob the rise. Well, come on, we'll do that. Oh, I see some other ones up there. Well, I see some other ones. Let me be fair, and let's get the first one. Because I think the first one might have been, I saw it here. Come on. Ready to go. Where you at, Gaseous? I saw you. Son of a bitch, you jumped on me. Waver, Gaseous, to do. All right, we're going to start with this one. I missed Gaseous's. Where did it jump, Gaseous? I thought I saw yours in here first, buddy. But my thing chopped. It jumped on me. All right, well, let's get into it now. Let's read Mandy Diff's then. Let's do that. Let's do Aries on the Libra ride right here on BF Live. Soulful Horoscope Readings. Let's see, rub my balls. Let me run my porn / soulful horoscope music in the background. And I will read your horoscopes soulfully. All right, let's go with the Aries. Oh, come on now. Let me refresh my shit. Here we go. All right, Aries. This is for Mandy Diff and all of the Aries in our chat today. This is the Soulful Horoscope Readings going into your weekend. And Mandy Diff, I'm just going to guess that you probably want your weed horoscope read as well. So let's start with Aries. Aries, today is an 8. Expand your investigation in new directions. Imagine and create, Aries. Your exploration and studies reveal beautiful connections, dreamy possibilities, and exciting potential. Note your discoveries, Mandy Diff. All right. So there was the Aries, but she likes it Aries on the rise with Libra. So we do this for Mandy Diff. Today is a 9, Libra, and all my Libra friends out there. Profitable opportunities arise through your networks, like maybe here. Avoid risky propositions. Track what's coming and going, Libra. Prioritize your positive cash flow. Social engagements benefit your business. All right, well, I don't want to get all caught up in Mandy Diff, but let's for fun. And I see there's Brian Clutter checking in. He always shows up extra excited to get his horoscope.
Oh, by the way, Gaseous wanted Capricorn.
All right, thank you, Gaseous. I had it and then I lost it in the chat, buddy. Well, let me read the weed horoscope for my friend Mandy Diff, because I want to see what our first weed horoscope says. And I know that Mandy Diff is a weed head. So let me go to Aries. Let's go to Aries. I'm not going to do Aries and Libra. I will go to Aries and read the weed horoscope for Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. There it is, Aries. Here we go. All right, let's go to the weed strain for Aries, and I'll put it up on the screen. Here's your weed horoscope, Mandy Diff. This is your October strain recommendation for your horoscope, Mandy Diff. It says, October strain, Aries. October is all about embracing your inner creativity and making bold moves. There is no time to go for zombie mode. So the pungent aromas of a zingy effects of a GMO OG are your perfect sidekick. That's what they're recommending for you, a GMO OG strain. This strain's relaxing yet stimulating effects can help you chill out while sparking those big innovative ideas you're ready to unleash from within. Whether you're diving into personal growth or making waves at work, GMO OG will keep you focused and grounded as you ride October's energetic highs. All right, now let's go to Capricorn for my friend Gaseous and all of our Capricorn friends in the chat today. Crappy Corn, I think Deadfool is one of our Capricorn friends, and many others. So this is for you guys. Capricorn, today is a 7 out of 10, so I hope you're having a great day. It says to support your friends, let me rub my balls a little more, and be supported. So you got to support and be supported. Listen and learn and let go of your old trepidation. So something that was bothering you, just let it go. Don't let that shit bother you no more. Extend a team project's reach through connections with shared goals. All right, so I hope you got something out of that. That's for Gaseous. And all of our crappy corn friends checking in on BF Live today. I see you now, Gaseous. Scott says, even those fish look at Beat's teeth and say, damn, taking you back. Let's see what I got here. Let's get on to my next sign. What's up, Brian Kowalczyk, checking back in. I see you left. What do you think about Tan Mom? Well,
I never left.
Tan Mom never left. We also love you in the chat family, says Cyke Labs. What up, Brian Kowalczyk from Juggler Jen? Hey, Brian from Tiffany, Washington. Cancer, please, from Juggler Jen. All right, well, Juggler Jen, this is for you.
Same for me and Brian.
Yeah, this is
Brian
the most eager Brian. You know, Brian is supposedly, he's usually busy working or doing something different, but he always seems to show up and get real excited and stand behind Scott during Soulful Horoscope Readings. So these guys are Cancers. He's waiting, and so is Juggalette Jen. So this is for all of my Cancer friends. Let me rub my balls here and let me get a good reading. Oh, feels pretty good. All right, let me see. Cancer, today is an 8 out of 10. So I hope that's the kind of day you're having, Cancer. And this is for you, Scott. Relax and play with people you admire and respect. Well, I think you're doing that right now. Cancer, it says money flows through your fingers. Don't spend frivolously. That word. Express your love in words and deeds. Well, there you go. So it sounds like don't let the money slip through your fingers and just be good to people. Scott, he kind of covers that already. All right, let's keep going. That was for your Cancers. Mandy just says, fuck yeah. So she's already liking what she's hearing. Let's check across the pond with our lovely new girl because she says Leos and smoke them up. All right. Smoke them if you got them. I know it's a famous term that Bobby Nick lives by. So this is for the lovely Leos. We have so many lovely Leos. Lots of females. We have the new girl. We have the DJ Electrify. We have Space Nerd. We have Tiffany Washington and many more that I'm probably not remembering, and I'll get in trouble for not remembering them. So let me rub my balls, and I will read Leo. Hey, Leo, today is a 7. There you go. I rubbed again. Today is a 7, Leo. So tackle a household project thoughtfully. Research options for best quality and value. Find simple solutions. You can realize a domestic dream with elbow grease. All right. So there you go, Leo. It sounds like you're all about project oriented by this. Household project, research options. Make sure you're doing the right shit before you do this project. Keep it simple, stupid, like it says, and you can realize the dream by elbow grease. So it sounds like you're going to have to do a lot of it yourself. That's for all the lovely Leos in the chat today. Have a great weekend. Taurus, for Cyke and I, please. You got it. Because nobody does it like the bull. Ding dong, Mrs. Clyde. So here we go. Let's do this for Taurus and all of our Taurus friends in the chat. Let me get this ball over here. I got them both now. Let me rub them. And as I read there, it says today as an 8, Taurus. So I hope you and Cyke Clyde are having a great day. Collaborate for mutual gain and haul in a bundle. Yeah. Love and money feed the realization of a shared dream, Mr. and Mrs. Ding Dong. This is so great that you guys have like you share the sign and you're having like this shared experience with your horoscope today. It says align your efforts and make magic together. You guys, I think you guys are living this from what I can tell from you guys, because you guys collaborate for mutual gain and you make magic together. So that's awesome. That's for all our Taurus friends in the chat today. Fuck yeah, says Mandy Diff. She's still excited. The lovely Stacey Allen checks in and she says, Scorpio, please. And to that, let me give a firm rub because, I must say, Bobby, Nick, and Scott, I don't know of many other people that shout out for Scorpio. What do you think about that? How many Scorpios? She might be our only Scorpio.
I don't know.
Hey, shout out in the chat if you're a Scorpio too and you join Stacey Allen as I read this just for her. Hey, Stacey Allen, today is a 9. Yep, there it is. Today is a 9. Professional benefits arise in a conversation. Uh-oh. That means you're going to talk to somebody and might get a little raise or a little benefit or something. Take charge of your destiny and let people know what you want. Energize a personal dream with steady effort, Scorpio. Today is a 9, Scorpio. I hope you're having a 9 out of 10, Stacy. Professional benefits arise in a conversation, so make sure you talk to those right people and get those professional benefits. Take charge of your destiny and let people know what you want. I don't think Stacy probably has a problem doing that from what I know of her. Energize a personal dream with steady efforts and have a great day and weekend, Scorpio. Do it, says Mandy Diff. You do it. Waver has a method. He says eat edibles, sativa in the morning, indica at night. Well, there you go, if that works for you. All right. Let's read Pisces for my friend Matt. Let's see. Pisces, today is an 8. Explore new ideas, Pisces. Explore new ideas, views, and scenery for interesting discoveries. Roads and doors are wide open. Is it? You can take new ground with ease and investigate the possibilities. There you go. So it sounds like some doors are opening for you. We got Scott.
You know, I look at Mike or Matt's sports that he's got on his channel, and I can see that fitting into what he does.
Yeah, you're feeling that? Well,
Yep.
it's funny, Scott. At least one person lets us know that we're kind of right on point here with BF Live. I don't sit over here and rub my balls for no good reason, man. We're doing some real shit over here. Tiffany Washington says, "New girl, you are now part of a big Leo pride here." There you go, big Leo pride, or it could be.
Hello, Frisco.
The best ladies are Leo, says Space Nerd, and to that I say, yeah. I say, yeah. No Gemini, please. Well, I'm going to have to read it for somebody. Or no, Gemini, please. Maybe you're being, let's see, fancy with me. Gemini, today is an 8 for our Geminis. Balance your physical work and your health, Gemini. Good food, exercise, and rest keeps your motor running. So it says. Where's that at? No, keep your motor running. Prioritize practices that strengthen your heart, Gemini. Build your endurance and your stamina. So there's lots of health clues in there. Balance physical work and health, good food and exercise, and rest, and keep your heart. So take care of your damn self is what I'm getting out of that, Gemini. And I hope you are having a 9 out of a 10 kind of day. And that's right. And Stacy is a lovely Leo. Jack says, weed Scorpio. Let's go, Jack. That's right. I'm sorry, Jack. Weed Scorpio he's our other Scorpio in here. So let's get the weed Scorpio. I closed that already. I got it right here.
Weedio.
Okay. Let's go to Scorpio for the weed strain. Let's see what kind of weed will help you get through this month of October. Scorpio, where the hell did you go? There it is. Scorpio. Going to it. All right. And your weed strain says, and I'll throw it up on the screen. You guys can read this along. This says, Scorpio, your October strain. October is your time to embrace transformation and intense self-discovery. Yeah. You always think big, but runts. Oh, that's a famous weed strain. Runts, R-U-N-T-Z is what they're recommending for you, Uncle Jack. Runts is here to help you navigate it with clarity. As Venus amplifies your desire for deep, meaningful connections, Runts' balanced, uplifting effects will keep you grounded while heightening your intuition. Digging into emotional truths or plotting your next big move both benefit from Runts, and it's powerful to help you relax and focus while following your powerful instincts. So go ahead and get them Runts. Go ahead and get them Runt strain for all you Scorpios out there. Waver said
Nothing
that's all
about
good.
anal in there?
Anal? Wait a minute.
Didn't mention anal? No.
Anal? Nothing about anal. Jack's probably going to be bummed about that, right? Nothing about anal. Waver says it's all good, BF. I'm glad you enjoyed. You got your mix, you got your morning thing and your night thing. I'm glad you got a system that works for you. Cyke Labs content link is running right there. Uncle Jack bones up from our friend Matt. I'm a weird Sagittarius. You know who else is? You know Bobby Nick. Bobby Nick knows we don't have Sagittarius here on BF Live. Bobby Nick is a Vegetarius. It's not a sign, but it should be, and it is right here on BF Live. So I'm going to read this for Waver, Bobby Nick, and all of our Sagittarius friends. Sagittarius, out of 10, today is a 6, Bob. What do you think about that, buddy? You having a 6? I don't know.
I wouldn't say I'm having a 6. Jesus, that's low.
Yeah,
I think that's the lowest I've ever gotten.
I find that
the day is young.
What's that, Scott?
The day is young. There's time.
Oh shit, Bobby Nick, Scott's letting you know that your day could turn to shit and turn to 6 later.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of optimism. But let's read what your 6 is. This is for Vegetarius. Peace and quiet suit your mood, Bobby Nick. You can get especially productive behind closed doors. Put things away and plan your upcoming actions and invent some damn possibilities.
Yeah.
I hope that gives you something to chew on, my Sagittarius friends. Let me, I probably got this I'm pouring music a little louder than normal. I'll just turn it down a little bit. Let's see. What else we got here? Jerky Threads is in here. Ding Dong says, you're right, nerd. My mama was a Leo. Hey, Tiffany from Matt. Oh, Ding from Space Nerd. Scotty. Oh, whoa, look behind me. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, Space Nerd. You know how Brian's always excited. Yeah, got that boner sticking you in your back. He's always extra excited, a little too excited to rush up behind Scott for this segment. Good afternoon, Stacey Allen from Space Nerds. Replayables, LOL. Is that what that said? Playables, not sure. Where is our other Capricorn, our Donkey Kongington? I think he's busy working. I think he said he had to check out. And I know that our friend Deadfool is also a famous Crappycorn too. Shout out Deadfool. I know you said you were kind of be working and grinding extra hard this time of year, buddy. I hope you're taking care of yourself as you're doing that. Hoya, Space Nerd from Stacey Allen. Hey, Stacey from Tiffany Washington. Hey now, says Tiffany Washington from to Tiffany Washington from Stacey Allen. Cyke says Donks is a busy boy. Mandy Diff says smoking dabs hybrid cereal milk. Birth charts. Oh, good hit, Scott. Did you take a good hit, buddy? You got a good hit there?
I did while ago.
Nice. She saw it.
Oh.
I'm not smoking anything, says Tiffany Washington. Chocolate Jen says, Tiff Wash, I would share with you. I have over an ounce. Damn. Me neither, Tiff. Broke as a joke. Same nerd. Cyke Clyde says he is his North Carolina. Good grief. Me likely. What do we got? I'm procrastinating cleaning my kitchen. We'll get to it now. New girl checks in and she's feeling it too. She says, my household project was clearing out my bar and I'm making a good start. She's emptying bottles left and right over there. She's like slinging, drinking, slinging, cleaning up the place. She's like, done. There's one. There's another one. Cleaning up the bar. There you go. That one's gone. All right. Tiffany Washington, she's procrastinating cleaning her kitchen. Space Nerd says, I'm researching stuff, but it's a struggle. I'm driving the struggle bus this week. At least it hasn't wrecked yet. Oh, my goodness. The struggle bus is real. Oh, my goodness. Be careful with that struggle bus. Don't wreck the struggle. Let's see. Tiff, I'm procrastinating way too much with everything. It gets to be like that this time of the year. The fall kind of makes me slow down, too, and not want to do things that maybe I was motivated to when the weather was a little better. Tiffany Washington is saying, same to nerd. Wavered shouts out Uncle Jack and says, Uncle Jack the Scorpio. Brian Kowalczyk says, no one is being mean to Stacey Allen today. That's your job, Brian Kowalczyk. We don't do that. We do good stuff. We do.
Cherry pie for Stacey Allen Frog. She's my cherry pie. Ooh, I don't know the rest. Scowl.
There you go. That's for the lovely Stacey Allen.
You better feet stink too.
Say that again, Scott.
Bet her feet stink too. So
you bet her feet stink.
No.
Boy, they get a lot out of you being in the chat, Stacey Allen. They bet, but probably in a good way is what you mean, right? Bet her feet stink too. In a good way too. Scott was just trying to get in on the picking on. Brian said they've been behind. Brian Kowalczyk says, well, that ain't happening, BF. Talking about his horoscope reading today. Oh shit, Brian Kowalczyk. Stamina. What is a Leo? What is the Leo strain? Well, let's go. I don't know why I keep closing that. Let me go check the Leo strain for my weed heads here. Let's see what I got for the Leos. Did I not read that? Let's read that. Let's go to the Leo strain. All right. Aries, Taurus. Why does it take me down 3 low from where it says Cancer? Maybe it was up. Let's read our Leo strain and let's see the October strain. Aries. What? Won't take me to the fucking thing. Hang on. I'm trying to find it, yo.
I'm sure feet's fine.
You can't back out of it now, Scott. Can't back out of it now, buddy. Fuck, Libra. I hit Leo. It's supposed to take me. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Here comes your Leo strain. This is for all the lovely Leos and even the dudes too. Your October strain, Leo. It says, we know that you love to say yes, Leo. So say sure to Surebanger. Sherbanger. Surebanger. Oh, baby. She move. I go crazy. Surebanger. As your October strain companion. With exciting social connections and career opportunities heading your way, Leo, Surebanger's uplifting and euphoric effects will keep you at the top of your game. Its creamy, fruity flavors don't hurt either. Whether you're deepening relationships or chasing new goals, this strain's balanced vibe will help you stay focused and charismatic all month long. She bang. She banger. Oh, baby, she move. I go crazy. There's your Leo strain for the BF Live Soulful Horoscope Readings. All right, let's get a couple more of these. Let's see what everybody else is getting into. The drinkers apparently have sober October. So weird. You're right, Space Nerd. I saw a fellow chatter checking in the other night saying that they were kind of taking part in that sober October. And I'm like, no, can't do it. Ain't having it. Let's see. Tiffany Washington is laughing, which is good. Oh, hey, twin, says Cyke. Hey, twin. He just liked that a little too much, Cyke. Oh, hey, twin. I'll change to vegetarians, Bobby Nick. That's right. So now Waver is a fellow vegetarian.
There you go.
We got another one, Bobby Nick. It's vegetarians. Uncle Jack says, I'm transitioning, question mark. Apparently you are. Good advice. Thanks, BF. You got it. I rub my balls for that advice. You didn't know, Jack? Oh, Josh is checking in. He wants Aquarius. I haven't heard it yet. So let's do it. It's the BF Live Soulful Horoscope Readings. I'm going to read your Aquarius today. Let's see, Aquarius. Today is an 8 out of 10, so I hope you're having an 8 out of 10 kind of day, Aquarius. Prioritize a professional goal, Aquarius. This means you, Josh. I'm talking about you. All right? Prioritize a professional goal. Disciplined efforts will get farther than your words, Josh in Tennessee. Take advantage of a lovely opportunity to grow and develop into new heights. Boom. It's the age of Aquarius. It's the age of Josh in Tennessee. And I hope you have a good weekend, Josh in Tennessee, and all the Aquarius do. Damn, no anal, says Jack. Nope, no anal in your forecast, buddy. You're shit out of luck. Space Nerd says, Tiffany Washington, apparently she banger is our strain for October. It make you go crazy. She bang. Tiffany Washington says, Jack, your sign says you are going to have good things coming for you. Yes, you are. It did say that. Because you could take that as the ass thing, the anal thing. I think that's what Tiffany was saying. She's like, it might not have said anal, but it did say that good things were coming for you. So maybe that's anal. Okay, thank you, nerd. Mine is encouraging me to network, which is important to me, says Juggalette Jen. Cyke says, and only a little mooning in your future, Jack. Yeah, a little mooning from Granny. Space Nerd says, of course, too bad some won't magically appear in our laps, talking about the She-Banger stream. Uncle Jack says, Tiffany Washington, good things are coming. That was my dick last night. Hi-oh! There you go. LOL, Cyke from Tiffany Washington. Double fisting. Said, oh, is that in your horoscope? Yeah. Oh, shit, double fisting in your future. Jack, I know, says Tiffany Washington. Space Nerd is throwing out the cherries. Oh, for the cherry pie I played earlier. And she don't know the rest. Skull. That is the best part, Stacy. I'll sell you pictures of my feet, Stacy said Scott. There you go. She'll sell you some pictures of them suckers. She ain't just going to tell you for free and let you get off on the description of them, buddy. That ain't happening.
I feel like I need to buy some now.
There you go. They're coming your way. Tiffany Washington says, I love fall, but with my issues going on, I turn to more procrastinating than my normal energy level. Tiffany Washington, I feel you, girl. I try to ignore that fall is coming. I try to ignore the slowing down and the winding down because I kind of get a little more easily bummed out and easily depressed and a little more in my mind. So that's why it really helps me doing this show, showing up with you guys, and we'll all be depressed together. That's right. We'll get through it together. Nah, we keep each other happy together. And that's what I love about this show. But I do feel you on that, Tiffany Washington. The seasons, and I am more affected than I like to admit about the change in seasons. Stacy's getting the last from Cyke Labs. Mother of all berries, says Waver. Waver's getting a shout out from Uncle Jack. Waver's saying salute to Uncle Jack. Waver says she banger. Sounds Canadian, eh, Bobby Nick?
A little bit.
I get that sure banger, eh? So I need to find that strain, says Tiffany Washington. I looked up some of these strains to see how many of them I could get locally, and they don't have that strain locally. I got weed maps, and there's all kind of weed websites now, which totally still blows my mind, Scott, that I can go online and look up and order weed from a store and go pick it up.
They make it very convenient.
I never thought this would be a thing. I've only done it like 5 times now. And every time I walk out the store, I still go, I can't believe that this is a fucking thing. Like, what did I just do? I can't believe it. That I did a retail sale for weed. So there you go. But it's handy as shit. Stacey Allen, I will pay you to never say that again. Stoptober is for quitters. Daddy didn't raise no quitter, says New Girl. That's right. Nobody likes a quitter, New Girl. That's what we stay here in the States. Is it to prove that you can stop drinking? I don't get it. Well, I think part of it is maybe people are looking for just that little bit of extra motivation, Space Nerd. Maybe they have notions to do this kind of stuff during every other year, and they go, you know what? I don't really have Sober October pushing me, so maybe I'll fall into it. I don't know, but my grandmother told me, Scott, a little bit of everything in moderation.
Yeah. Didn't Joe Rogan and Ari Shaffir and them guys start that shit?
I don't know really who started it. I don't know if it started by the Mothers Against Drunk Drivers or just like some health magazines or something, but somebody started this fad a couple of years ago to where it was Sober October and everybody's going to give up and, you know, and then people guys don't shave their mustache, Movember and all that, no Movember and all that crazy shit, right, Bob? Yeah.
Yeah, they participated, I know, on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Whole month?
Whole month.
What?
Yeah.
The only time I ever did that was trying to pass a piss test for a job. Ween told me I need another strain too. There you go. See, Live Ween told you. He was trying. There you go. New Girl says, I think it's just like a health thing they do, like dry January in England. Yeah, just
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Something just to motivate somebody that needs that little extra motivation to slow down or something. Slow your roll. Spawn says, wonder what Jake looked like while he was seated and producing that blood.
Man, he's passed somebody. You know how when people don't scrub their toilets, how it gets that ring around it? He's got a ring. He's got a ring, but it's a blood ring.
Oh,
Yeah,
are you really?
Yeah.
That is crazy, Scott.
He's never getting that off now.
No.
You can scrub that shit and it's off.
Yeah.
Scrub and bubble, even Scrubble Bubbles cussed out Jake and said, fuck you, I ain't going in there. You go in there and clean that shit.
Man.
All right. Stoners don't quit unless they're required to. Yeah, and yeah, look into those other strains and all. Okay, guys, look, now we did find some fellow Scorpios in here. We got Uncle Jack and we got Stacy, the male and the female. But we didn't get me, of course, because there's hardly any Virgos. So I'm going to selfishly read my Virgo horoscope and my weed horoscope. So here I go. This is for me. It's all about me. Today is an 8 for myself and any other Virgos that might happen to be in the chat. And they're just keeping quiet. Brilliant ideas buzz and sparkle. Oh, do they? They buzz and sparkle, they do? So you saying? Let's see. If I hit that, they do. All right. Well, that's good considering I got a show to do. Consider dreams and philosophical questions. Will I quit smoking weed for October? No. Let's see. Solve puzzles with persistence. I'll kick your ass solving a puzzle. Choose your words for the widest audience, like here, and connect the dots. Boom. All right. Well, there was mine. I have an 8. I'm feeling like an 8 today. I'm certainly not feeling bad. Let me find my Virgo. Strain. Let me see. I told you that I'm an indica guy. I'm not a sativa guy, right?
Right.
Let's see. So let me find my Virgo and see what it's recommending for me, Scott, because we still got a little bit of October to go. So my strain recommendation for Virgo, this is for me and all of the other Virgos out there. This is your October horoscope strain recommendation. Your October strain Virgo, October is all about introspection and strategic growth. You need to stay on top of life's curveballs. And Capital Haze, they're recommending Capital Haze for me. It will keep you sharp while you plan your next move. As you navigate this month of self-reflection and career refinement, the uplifting focus of Haze effects will keep you focused and energized. Whether you're reassessing relationships or setting long-term goals, this strain keeps it clear and calm. And I found that Capital Haze, I did do a little research, Scott, because you know I'm curious about this shit for real. It is a hybrid. It is a hybrid, buddy. Because I was hoping that it was like an indica, but it is a hybrid. But I have found some good parts of some good hybrids, if you will.
Mine's been coming up from a street pharmacist, so I'm not sure where.
I love that. And every now and then, the street pharmacist used to attempt to write the name on it, and I would forget it half the time as soon as I lost the bag, Scott.
Yeah.
But this
anything.
But now that I got these websites and all, and I got stores and I keep my favorites and all that stuff, it's a big help, and I still can't believe it. Let's see. Tiffany Washington is laughing. Spawn says, the best part of today's show. BF asks Scott, how many AM radio stations still exist? Scott says, I don't know. Bobby plays a laugh track. I love that shit. Well, there you go. I'm glad you love it so much. Well, there you go, buddy. Look, I love all the beats and the rhythm and the fun of old radio, guys. And hopefully you guys pick up what I'm putting down. So I'm glad you guys enjoy this. Hey, Tiff from Spawn. Hybrids are great, says Tiffany Washington. I got this one, Scott. They sold me a pre-rolls for $1, and it was like something called Lemon Royale, and it had like a lemony flavor, but it was a hybrid, and it was pretty good. It was like 29% THC in it. Pretty good. It was nice.
I was on the hybrid kick for a while. It might just been something I was getting in my brain, but somebody mentioned it once, and then I just got it in my mind. I felt like my high was fighting itself as the two was battling each other.
I found that when I first had to really think about what strain I wanted, Scott, I was overthinking it. Like when you first smoke weed and I'm like, did this get me high? I'm not sure if I'm high or not. Am I the right kind of high? Like I kept questioning myself, bro. But all these years I've been.
If you're thinking that way, usually you are.
Yeah. Yep. And usually I would get, back in the day, we got the weed flavored weed back in the day, right?
Yeah,
Whatever you got, and you hope that it got you high, Bobby Nick, right?
Yeah, that's the way it was back in my day. We never had no goddamn stores. We couldn't get no bongs in the store. We couldn't get no pipes in the store. We had to make our own. God damn it!
You're right. I still like when I go in those stores, Bobby.
Joints? What the fuck?
Yeah, when I go in those stores, Bobby Nick, I'm still kind of take a second look. Like I can't believe they just got that shit out in the open.
Yeah. All the different I don't get into the edibles, but all the different things they put in edibles, man. All the different drinks.
Tiffany Washington says, my street pharmacist is why I know the names. I don't care, nerd. Gasha says, sadly, alcoholism is the most dangerous of any addiction. All my grandfathers were alcoholics. Thankful my father didn't fall under that affliction. Gasha, I feel you on that one, buddy. I guess I'm more of a weed head. My father was a drinker too, and he was probably classified as an alcoholic. He never abused us or anything, but he was a functioning alcoholic. The only time he got really out of the way was on like the brown liquor. He called that, what do you call it? The Indian liquor or whatever. The brown liquor said it brings out the devil in you or whatever. But and I agree, Scott and Bobby Nick, that I see a lot more people's lives adversely affected by alcoholism than I do weedism, if you will.
Yeah.
It is. Yes.
Alcoholism runs big in my family. A lot of them's known as the town drunks. But I just got lucky, I guess, and I just don't like the taste of it. Never like it. Never. I'm one of the few. I'm one of the few in my family.
Yeah, I think for me, I seen enough of it myself, and when I did partake in alcohol, a lot of times I didn't see the best come out in me, so I was like, no, maybe this isn't for me.
Weed is all you need.
Weed is all you need, and it is different.
I actually wish I could smoke weed. I can't. I just can't.
Look at this guy's like, yeah, me too. But same, Scott, I haven't really had any edible yet to where I've eaten it and sat there and gotten the same effect that I ever have off of weed. I've never messed with the edibles yet. Spawn messes with them. He says indica 500 milligram gummies along with an indica pen, rips, shuts, spawns, lights out. R.I.P. Yeah, spawns like that. Usually I'm pretty hyper, so it's a process. There you go. Yeah. We're our own chemistry sets, and we have to figure out what's good and bad in our own personal chemistry set. You're not wrong about that. Spawn says, Hoya Space Nerd at Homie. Space Nerd says, alcohol does nasty things to your body. Yeah, it can stick to you a lot more than the weed does. That's another benefit of weed, Scott, right? Not as fattening.
Look at Stuttering John and what she's saying right there. Look at Stuttering John.
Bro, and he showed up on the air last week after not being on a couple of days, and he must have been on a bender because he looks like extra bloated.
Puffy.
Yeah, you get that puffiness, that alcohol just sets up in the skin.
Man. Yep.
My sister Kathy says, when I went to a drugstore, the pharmacist gave me indica and sativa. Works for me. You went to a drugstore? Okay. Waiver says he can't smoke anything. Everything is edible. And that's good. Whatever floats your boat. Addiction runs rampant in my family, says Spawn, and I have a very addictive personality. No wonder I hit it too hard in my day. That's right, buddy. A lot of it's DNA. And like Bobby said, Bob, some of us are smart enough and strong enough or had enough when we see that cycle to go, I'm not going to be that guy. But then some people just chemically can't defeat it, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It's very hit or miss. I think some people would like to, but chemically they just can't do it. You can die due to alcohol withdrawals. It's devastating. And we know people personally that we podcasted with that have died from that exact cause. Exactly. Rest in peace, Bobby P. I just picked up the best gummy, says New Girl. Tiffany Washington says, did
Holy
she?
shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but man, she's got some fancy shit.
That's amazing.
Holy shit.
Well, there you go. Tiffany Washington talks about, I know it runs in my family. I do weed because addiction is in alcohol and narcotics. And right, Tiffany Washington. So we still might have those addictive traits, but maybe we're carrying them out in a different, better way, if you will, and that we're not addicted to something or, and it's not as harsh as the side effects of alcohol and stuff, Scott.
Yeah. Yep.
I've never gotten high and gotten into fucking arguments or caused fights or anything.
No, you just want to sit and chill.
You just want to sit, chill, eat, laugh, have fun. That's my kind of high. That's where I'm at. Brian Kowalczyk says, you need to get out of your head. A gummy is the way to go. Booze will just rot you, says our friend Brian Kowalczyk checking in. So there you go. And there's other ways now, people. And I think this is good, Brian Kowalczyk. And now that people that know this about themselves, but they had respect for the law or fear for the law, and they didn't want to try an alternative now, buddy, I think this is great that now the law is opening up in these states where people that are on alcohol or in addictive families know this about themselves and go, hey, you know what? Maybe weed would be more my speed. So maybe people will start converting. And I think, Scott, that's why we always heard those stories about the alcohol industry kind of fighting weed back in the early days when beer was the more popular drug, right?
Yeah,
buddy?
probably so. Yeah.
Used to hear those legends about how weed was around and, they didn't want it competing with beer. So basically it was the scourge was put on weed. Like it's the devil's lettuce.
Devil.
It's the worst thing you could do, all of that stuff. Yep.
Yeah, and before it became legal in my family, they looked so down on it. I kept it. It was a secret. It's my secret for till a few years ago.
But yet it's natural. It's natural. It comes out of the ground. It's all natural. Space Nerd says, waiver, I can smoke a limited amount only due to asthma. Edibles are essential. Word BK from Space Nerd. Spawn says, who's Scott's pal standing behind him?
He wrote that and I got rid of him.
That was our friend Brian Kowalczyk. He's a longtime bro of ours from the chat family, just like you are becoming. And he has a lot of fun. He supports us a lot in what we do. Say that again, buddy.
Oh, yeah, Clotter. Yeah,
Brian Clotter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Kowalczyk. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Please stop me.
One of the K's. Thank
you. Brian Clotter, that rhymes with daughter. He is as well as Brian Kowalczyk, he's a long time a chat friend, bro. Brian Clotter is. He had the sports head shirt on, and he is also a Cancer as well. So he shows up eagerly when I read the Soulful Horoscope Readings. New Girl, tell me how many milligrams your gummies are, says Space Nerd. Brian Kowalczyk says, that said, Space Nerd, I still drink, ha ha, it's my only vice. Space Nerd says, Spawn, that is Brian Clotter, that's behind you. She answered. PK, if it works for you and you aren't dying.
Does Replayables come on tonight?
Say that again.
Does Replayables come on tonight?
No, why? You getting excited or what's up?
I was talking about not drinking and.
Oh no, it's tomorrow night, buddy. And since you're kind of said Replayables, I'll do a little kind of commercial spot for that because it's Friday and we're just starting the fun. Bob started the fun early in the day. I'm doing my best to continue the fun. And then tomorrow night on the Levyverse at 10 p.m. East, that's 7 o'clock Pacific, we're going to drink, smoke, laugh, and joke on Replayables. We're going to watch funny videos, and you guys are going to come super chat and spin the wheel and get us into all kind of trouble. So if you want to hang out and party tomorrow night after you're done all your weekend kind of house activities and family stuff, and you would want to sit in a chair and just drink and get high and hang out with some friends, 10 o'clock tomorrow night on the Levyverse. Replayables. It's Brian. There's Durkee Threads. Spawn says, gotcha, nerd. You've always been good answers to my random questions, my random thought process. Mental illness runs in my family, both sides. I think a lot of us are probably in that camp too.
Yeah.
Well, I see the randomness because I'm also so random. By the way, Spawn, I ate Reese's Sticks. So good. That's her munchie. Spawn says, I get munchies for vagina when I'm good and stoned. I resemble that remark, Spawn. Let me see. Brian loves gummy, says Stacy Allen. The lore. It's the I fought the lore and the lore one. Yes, the lore changed. Space Nerd. Stacy says Brian Kowalczyk. Space Nerd says Spawn. Do you remember me saying that nice pal had a feeling you would love them, the Reese's Sticks? Same here. My parents sent me to rehab for weed, and I don't even drink to this day. Yeah, they're probably sitting there like this guy's going, look, you got a problem, okay, Cyke? Look at sending you away for 30 days, okay? Now let me take this last sip of my beer. If I send your ass out the door, yeah, the mentality has changed, Scott. Maybe for some people it's changed. Have any of the people in your family, Scott, that used to think one way about it, have they come open about it or changed their line of thinking since it's become legal now?
Yeah, my mom. So I grew up. I don't cuss in front of my mom. I never smoked since I was 17, but I never smoked in front of her.
Yeah.
And there's a certain line of things you just don't do. And
yes.
But then once it become legal, and I kind of come out to her, she wasn't as hard against it, and I kept him, and from other people too. I kept a secret and gave myself stress that I didn't need to keep because I didn't care.
Yeah, Scott, there was a lot of people that I respected, and I would never want to lose their level of respect, buddy. So I was always paranoid about if I smelled like it, if they knew I did it, if they were going to think less of me. But, now I like to think that we were pioneers, buddy, because now it's all becoming legal. So we were ahead of our time, damn it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're pioneers, buddy. My parents asked me if I am too good for them because I don't drink. I remember you telling us this. I'm a THC enthusiast, right? I'm a herbalist. They don't like that. Meanwhile, they drink 3+ drinks every night. I'm going to say I'll take hypocrite for 100, Alex, on that one, Space Nerd. Hypocrite for 100. Waver says, yeah, Space Nerd, emphysema here. Edibles save me and my head. But that's cool if you have a breathing issue, but you still need the effects of cannabis. I like that you can get it in different ways and you don't have to just drink it or just smoke it or just eat it. We are all clutter, says Brian calls it. They tried to make me go to rehab. I said, no. I ain't going there. Fuck that. Let me see. Cyke Clyde says, my dad asked me for gummies from Colorado. Oh, so Dad, you were trying to say that I was right, Dad? That's what Dad's really saying to you. Nice, Cyke. Spawn says it also rhymes with white bladder. That was a popular acid in the 1990s. We used to laugh over nothing until our faces actually hurt. Tiffany Watson says, I had to do rehab for weed when I was a juvenile. Got an education in it. LOL, Cyke from Waver. BF is correct. I don't know what it's about, but I'm happy to be correct. GTG, gotta go. Thanks for the stream and the chat, y'all. This is the best, BF. Thank you, Waver. Thank you for picking up what me and the chat family are putting down. There's Durkee Threads from BF. Exactly, BF. My whole families are drunks. Take care, Waver from Space Nerd. Have a nice day, Waver from 70 Washington. Later, Waver from Cyke. Dream Waver from Juggler Jen. Fruity drinks are delicious, damn it. It drives me crazy. Bless y'all, says Waver, giving the love right back that he got out the door. And they tried to make her go to weed him. She said, no. All right. Well, I think I read all the horoscopes. Let me put a bow on this son of a bitch, and let's wrap up this segment. That was an extended, with weed version added, BF Live, Soulful Horoscope Readings, taking you into your weekend. And I know I'm talking wispy and I'm talking fast. Wacky Wabbit. That was BF Live's Soulful Horoscope Readings for this weekend, as I say with a Tic Tac in my mouth. Let's get on to some other fun. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope Readings. I hope everybody's having fun. That seemed like some lively exchanges in the chat today for the Soulful Horoscope Readings. Let me turn my porn/horoscope music off. I think I did already, so I'm good on that. Let's see what's going on in the chat. It is 2:52 where I'm at on the East Coast of the United States. That means there's 8 minutes to go until we complete 3 hours of live, original, and hopefully fun and enjoyable content here on BF Live. This has been another fun week. We're wrapping up another week, guys. Seems like we're always starting off or ending a week, and it's always fun. Let's see. Skillful, says Spawn. Tiffany Washington says, I got busted with weed when I was 17, so I did everything before I even got to see the judge. Oh, did you? You like smoked all that shit up? Smoked it all up? Like, let me smoke all that shit up. I don't know what she was doing. Let's see. All right. Yeah, a lot of people have been through it for the weed now, and I understand that at least immediately, Scott, when they changed the law here, they did go back and release some people who basically only had nonviolent weed offenses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they are trying to make things a little better and maybe correct some of that stuff. But I know a lot of people did a lot of hard time and got in trouble, like Tiffany Washington, over weed for many years now. So maybe I think the tide is finally changing, Scott. But I don't know if I'll ever adjust to be able to walk into a store and just buying what I want. I don't know if I'll ever adjust to that. Well, why don't we do this? We always like to say we like to go into the ish. We got 7 minutes to go. How about if I do some BF Live's internet shite? Because I want to show you. I'll show you some internet shite, and then we'll pull this straight into the station and get started off with our weekend. But let's do some BF Live internet shite. That's right. Scott's always dancing. We're pumping. Me and Bob and Nick, we're dancing. We're getting into it. It's the BF Live's internet shite. This is what when I do. I take all the segments pieces that I have, like different articles and different columns and different stuff like that, tweets, social media, what have you. I like to assemble them all in a pile and show them to you here, right here on BF's internet shite. Scott, I quizzed you about this guy's voice the other day, and I told you that he sounded like a butthead. I believe that this guy is the real life butthead, and I'm going to play you a couple clips of Solar Death Ray Dude, or AKA the real life butthead. Scott, check this out. This is Solar Death Ray Dude, bro. Check out his. Then tell me this is not the actual live and living human being butthead when you hear him talk about his solar death ray versus the Earth's surface. Let's look and listen to this.
Death ray can melt rock. And I wanted to see what would happen if I aimed it right at the surface of the Earth.
Yeah.
In other words, I aimed it at dirt. The secret to the solar death ray is this monster lens gathers all the sunlight that hits it and it concentrates it down to a very bright spot. This generates so much heat that the dirt melted into boiling lava. I left the solar death ray to melt the surface of the Earth for quite a while, and the results were interesting. A swath of melted dirt formed that turned into obsidian. I disengaged the solar death ray to take a closer look, and there was this melted spot of dirt that glowed and then hardened into glass. As the Earth rotated, the sun moved across the sky, and a melted line of dirt formed in the opposite direction. After everything cooled down, I chiseled the melted dirt up, and what formed looked a lot like what happens when lightning hits the Earth. Totally rad.
Tell me that's not the actual real life butthead, Scott.
I think it might be.
Is that not Bobby Nick? That dude's voice
crazy.
is the shit. Oh my God, I love this guy, says nerd. Yes, but I don't care, says Tiffany Washington. Dude wants to burn ants at an epic level. Space Nerd says he does sound like butthead. I got a couple more clips, Space Nerd. Space Nerd also says, Brian, I have watched him do cool things with my death ray. This death ray kicks ass, Scott. Yeah, burn it. Fire.
What is he do? What is he using there? Just a big magnifying glass?
He made his own like big magnifying glass, and he literally like just pointed at every fucking object that he can think of to see what kind of cool result and effect will happen from it. BF Live, Bobby. I would like to see more of his burning ways. Let's look at his death ray. It totally rules. I watched him do cool things with his death ray. All right, let's watch some more. I got a couple more because I was pulling these and laughing my ass off, Scott, when I heard this guy's voice. I'm like, tell me this isn't the fucking real life butthead. So here's more real life butthead with his solar death ray on BF Live's internet shite. Let's listen.
Asked me to put bone under the solar death ray. That is a very interesting request. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. There was a little bit of meat left on the end of the bone, and when I initially aimed the solar death ray at that end, the meat went up in flames. After the meat quickly burned away, the bone proved to be much more challenging, but the solar death ray was up to the task because this thing can actually melt rock. I aimed the directed energy coming through this giant lens along the length of the bone. After a while, the bone began to disintegrate. It takes hellish temperature to destroy bone like this. My wife said the air around the front of our house totally reeked as I incinerated the bone. When I disengaged the solar death ray, I could see that the bone was completely disintegrated. In the end, all that was left of this rib bone was a pile of ashes. Totally rad. Some viewers...
It was totally rad. Yeah, it's cool. Hey, roll. Yeah, roll about it. Roll. Space Nerd says, isn't it like an old TV screen or something? I forgot. I don't really know the origin of the solar death ray, but it kicks ass, Space Nerd. I'm gonna keep burning shit with it. Yeah, fire. Keep burning shit. The death ray can melt a rock. Wait, his wife? What? The voice also has a similarity to Ween's, our friend Live Ween, who indulged us with had some great music performance last week on BF Live. Casher says, this is the guy who gives the ants the wiener, and then the thief steals it. I got a wiener video in here too, bro. I got a wiener video. Let's look at the real life butthead again. Let's look at his wiener. We're gonna see if he's got a wiener. Let's say, here we go. Here's more solar death ray with a real life butthead on BF Live's internet shite as we wind up another great day and week of podcasting.
The spot of most intense light under the solar death ray when this board burst into flames. I disengaged the death ray and put the bottle in the same spot to see what would happen and then re-aimed the light, which caused the glass to shatter. Watching the solar death ray bust through the bottle in slow motion was totally rad. I located the spot of most intense light under the solar death ray when this board burst into flames. I disengaged the death ray and put the bottle in the same spot to see what would happen and then re-aimed the light, which caused the glass to shatter. Watching the solar death ray bust through the bottle in slow motion was totally rad. I located the spot of most intense light under the solar death ray when this board burst into flames. I disengaged the death ray and put the bottle in the same spot to see what would happen and then re-aimed the light, which caused the glass to shatter.
There you go. You see what happened. It was a roll. It kicked ass. It was radical.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Yeah. 98 now. Okay. You asked for the wiener video? I got a wiener. Yeah, buddy. Show me your wiener. Shut up, dumbass. I want to show him my wiener. Okay, here you go. Yeah, show me your wiener. Hey.
I gave my aunts this giant wiener as a consolation for having their previous wiener stolen. When presented with this monstrous wiener, the ants jumped all over it. This was a total wiener fest.
Yes.
The ants clambered along the entire length of the wiener. That first night, the wiener thief lurked around the wiener,
There he is.
but did not steal the wiener.
Here's the wiener
The
thief.
next morning, lizards came out and started devouring the ants.
Isn't that
as
Granny's
the
nickname,
ants
Wiener
devoured
Thief?
the wiener. Because the lizards plucked ants off a glizzy, I called them glizzards. The ants tore chunks off the middle of the wiener and the tip of the wiener. At this wiener palooza, a fight broke out between big ants and little ants. Despite all this clamoring over the wiener, the ants continued to feast on the wiener, shredding its surface. As this wiener jamboree reached a fever pitch, the wiener thief returned.
Wiener thief.
I'm going to call this guy the Schlongmeister because he ran off with the wiener again.
So we-
Dude.
Ah.
And there you go. You saw his wiener. That dude, Scott, I was pulling these last night, and every time I pulled one and would listen to it, I'm sitting here laughing my ass off, and I'm like, I sure hope that people find this shit as funny as me, because I'm laughing my balls off at this guy's voice, man. Holy shit. I'm like, this is the real life butthead, and I was just amusing the shit out of myself last night with this. Okay, folks, it is 3:01, so we're officially into the ish. We've done 3 hours of live content here on BF Live, but I have two more pieces of internet shite for you, and then my friends are going to do our plugs, and then we're going to pull this cool train into the station for the day. have a wiener of a weekend, says Terry me. I haven't heard Cypress Hill I think going out like that in quite a spell, says Matt says, he said wiener. yeah, Matt. He said wiener. Yeah, and he showed it too. Wiener. Okay, here we go. I got a couple more pieces for you. All right, Scott, you know I like this dude. This is Corbin Millette. This is the guy that drives his parents crazy by doing pranks in the home, and Dad usually likes him, and Mom don't. So let's see what he's up to now, Scott and Bobby Nick. He had put a pretzel machine in his parents' house. Let's see how much the parents like the pretzel machine. This is BF Live's internet shite. Pretzel machine. This is Corbin Millette terrorizing his parents.
Pretzel machine in my parents' house.
My dad absolutely loves pretzels, so when I saw this, I knew how to buy it for him.
Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. This is like a childhood dream, man. I love pretzels. You know I love pretzels. Oh.
Yeah, look at that.
He always knows to win Dad over, doesn't he?
Believe. Dude, this is awesome. I've dreamed of this.
Benji.
Like, come on, Corbin. Like, every time we fucking redid this wall because you fuck it up every day. Now you're gonna put a fucking pretzel machine
You want a pretzel?
There?
You want a pretzel?
Freaking pretzel?
Putting a pretzel.
And there's Mom. There you go. So we got the typical mom reaction out of Mom, Scott.
I love me some pretzels. I don't know what her fucking problem is.
I thought by the size of her, she would love that pretzel machine too.
Yeah. I think she always equates it to how much mess she has to clean up and what it means for her, Scott. She don't give a shit about anything he's involved in. The closest thing I've seen her like was when he changed maybe their water tap to put it into a wine keg. And so when she went up to the fridge, she got wine out of it. And she was still pissed about that, but she was a little less pissed about that one. Let's see. Josh and Genesee says, I keep waiting for Benji to end up crashing the wiener video. Let's see. Josh in Tennessee, are you coming back to hang with us? I think Josh better. I think Josh has been with us all day. So he's chat family now, whether he knows it or not. He's hooked. 9 holes, 3 hours, slow. Says Terry Nee, as I hit a thing that. 4. Tiffany Watson says, I would love a pretzel machine. BF Live, enjoy, thank you, and enjoy your day. Thank you to the lovely nerd. Checking in. Nerd. From the Pacific Northwest, you enjoy your weekend and have a great one. Space Nerd, thank you. I want one of those and a popcorn machine, says Space Nerd. Matt says, nothing better than a good hot pretzel and a cold beer. Right, Matt? Agrees a Space Nerd. Damn, Terry, 3 hours for 9 is slow, LOL. Are you drinking? Is somebody like bogey? What do you got, like putting the shots in the rough a lot? I thought 5 hours for 18 was bad. Mustard dispenser right next to that would have been perfect, says Brian Kowalczyk. Nacho cheese, says Stephanie Washington. Terry Nee says, Cyke, after 11 straight days of rain, every old fart was out. So all the gold, I can see all the greens kind of being, and all, being taken up by all the old guys. Bye, Bobby and Scott. That's for you guys from Nerd.
Later, Nerd.
Cyke says, great show as always. Duh. Love it. Well, don't go yet. I have one more piece of internet shite. And I think everybody's going to love this one, Scott. It's another Corbin Millette video. And he's trying to make Mom happy again, I think. Let's see if it works. Here's another cool machine in the same location. Let's see how it goes this time. Putting it, well, he'll tell you.
Vodka slushy machine in my parents' house.
Vodka slushies. I like this. I approve of this right away, number one. Vodka slushies. Let's
Putting
go.
a vodka slushy machine in my parents' house.
We all know how much my parents love alcohol, so it was only a matter of time until I got them their own alcohol slushy machine.
Life just
Look at Dad.
keeps getting better. Fucking know I love slushes.
But guess what? Even better, there's vodka in it.
Don't fuck with me, dude. You made adult slushy?
Yep.
This is the best day
Don't
ever.
fuck with me, dude.
Oh, we going with the blue?
Blue's my favorite.
All right.
This is going on Facebook.
Dad loves it, right?
Kidding me, Corbin.
There's Mom.
Look at the fucking floor, Corbin.
Putting a vodka slushy machine.
And that's how those always usually end, folks. All right, we're gonna wrap up the show today, but that was BF Live's internet shite for this Friday. And there you have it, folks. My load is shot. I am spent. There you go. That's all I got for you today for a Friday and for the end of this week. I trust and hope that you all had a great time today and all week long right here on BF Live. Thanks everybody that showed up this week for super chatting me, membering up, like Daniel August, and I can't even think of all your names, but I know Daniel August has been hitting me with some 50s and some 20s. Thank you everybody for keeping this dream alive. Let's keep this show going, and I'll keep coming up every day and doing my best to entertain you guys. Let's get a couple of these last chats, and let's do some plugs, and let's get on down the road. Let's ease on down the road. Cyke Clyde says, great show as always, and love it. Thank you. Josh in Genesee assures us that I will be back, and he says, believe it or not, I am watching from work while running heavy machinery. Well, that's what we... Be safe. Put us in your ear, and yeah, I'll keep you entertained. I'll talk enough that I can keep you entertained, buddy. So thank you. Nice having a new friend in the chat family, Josh from Tennessee. I almost said Jersey because I know a Josh from Tennessee, and I'm also looking for a soundbite. There he is. See, he's working. He's running heavy equipment. Thank you, Josh in Tennessee. Welcome to the BF Live family, buddy. We'll see you Monday, man. I'll keep you entertained while you work. I believe it, Terry, says Cyke Clyde. Pretzels and avocados are delicious. Matt says, Josh, I do the same thing while at work listening. That's great to know, guys. I want to get you through your day and make your days better. So thanks, Matt and Josh, for letting us know that. Matt says, milling and playing along with replayables is not recommended. Yes, don't run heavy equipment or not milling or any hand equipment maybe, like saws and stuff. Terry needs throwing out the avocados one last time. Brian Kowalczyk says, thanks, boys. Have a great weekend chat. And replayables is tomorrow. Brian knows that. Because Brian hangs out with us. He's chat family. Tomorrow night on the Levyverse, 10 o'clock East. That's 7 o'clock Pacific. Drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. Come spin the wheel and have fun with us on Replayables. Terry needs throwing out the avocados again. Spawn says, great show as always, gentlemen. Got to see more than I usually do live. Good, Spawn. Good, buddy. Great to know. Bobby Fran is keeping up. Yes, he is. Well, he's crazy, but see, that's what's great, man, because a lot of people used to think that if you liked Howard Stern or outlandish humor, that you weren't a good, decent individual, Scott. Like, people would make that, they'd be like, oh, you like that Howard Stern? Well, you can't be like a normal, decent individual. But we're all kind of twisted in our mind in our own ways, but we're still decent people, and I like that you got that out of Spawn. That's cool. Spawn says that I'm keeping the American dream alive. Hashtag positivity. That's right, man. I'm not falling for the hate and the anger, brother. I only get one short ride on this planet, and I'm making the most of it, and I ain't spending my time being mad about it. Josh is getting the love shout out from Terry Neem. New Girl says, great start to my Friday evening. Thanks, guys. You go, New Girl. You're 5 hours ahead over there, so you're well into 8 o'clock, almost 10 after 8, where you're over in UK. Have a great night and a great weekend, New Girl. Thanks, boys, for the great show from Space Chief 75. And with that, it's plug time. It's plug time, people. So I'm going to throw it over to my boy, Scott Fitzpatrick. He's going to let you know where you can see him coming up in the next couple days.
Yeah, tonight on Bobby Nick's channel, that we'll be having the Lunatic Lounge on Bobby Nick's channel at Bobby Nick 1978.
The link is running in the chat
at 7 o'clock Eastern, and then also No Filter at Andrew. God damn it. No Filter at No Filter Andrew.
With Andrew and friends.
Yeah. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And also, though, Wednesday, we're going to start mentioning they're making me watch a movie, The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. We're going to be doing that on Rumble, Scott. So, yeah, look up No Filter with Andrew and friends on Rumble. Give it a follow.
So as you can tell, if you turn on your phone, you're always going to see some of us in some kind of mix doing some fun stuff, a lot of fun stuff, so much that Bobby has a list of it, and a lot of it involves Scott too. So now I'll send it over to Bobby Nick, and he'll tell you where you can find him the rest of the day and all weekend long. Take it away, Bobby Nick.
That's right. Well, tomorrow, sometime in the noon, sometime in the afternoon, you can check me out in the lounge. I do a music show, and for the low price of $1, you can see your music video requests on my show. So give me a follow on rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show. And like Scott said, tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, Lunatic Lounge at Bobby Nick 1978. Tonight we're gonna have New Girl on, so it's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, Scott, you gonna play hooky, or are you gonna show up?
No, I'll be there.
All right. All right. And of course, No Filter with Andrew and friends. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So check that out. And BF Live right here. Monday to Friday, noon to 3-ish. We're already into the ish, guys. So awesome. And I got one more for you. Jason Bartow X. Every midnight, there's a show. It's always a fun hang. So check it out at JVX is God.
And there you go. So there you go, guys. Like I say, just turn on your notifications for all of your favorite pages, and you'll know when we're up kind of doing stuff and all. So I would like to say once again, thank you for the great week that you provided me. I do my best to provide a good show for you guys, and I'm glad that you like what I do here. Thank you, Bobby, Nick, and Scott, for always showing up and supporting me. Thanks for all the super chatters in the chat family. I love and appreciate you all. But we're not done, folks, like I said, because Bob started the morning. I did the afternoon. We'll see what's going on tonight. I'm going to see you in Perry Caravella Live tonight. That's where I'm going to see you tonight. 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. I'll be hanging out with the chat family in there, as well as all the other fun shows that Bobby, Nick, and Scott have mentioned. More than we could probably tune into or keep up with. So I trust and hope that everyone has a great weekend. So for my friends Scott Fitzpatrick, Bobby, Nick Havens, Andrew, and Stormy, and the chat family, it's been a great week. Thank you all. Let's have a great weekend and come back here again every Monday through Friday, 12 to 3 East for BF Live. This is what I love to do, and I love that you're giving me a place to do it. Have a great rest of your day and a great weekend, folks. But we are out of here for now. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Later.